Christina Cupcake. What's up? Welcome to the live. What's up, everybody? My name is King Hoodie. I'm a recording artist from Miami-Dade County, Florida. I make music, and I have a live show coming up March the 3rd. You guys should tap in. But yeah, if this is your first time seeing me, man, make sure to follow me. Hit the follow button. I go live every morning at 10 a.m. This is actually a test. I'm just kind of testing out some live features. So this ain't what my lives look like, man. My lives are much more cooler than this. Joe, what's up? Mihal, what's up? Welcome to the live. What are y'all up to? My lives look much cooler than this, but this is what my live is like right now. So yeah, I'm actually testing it out to see what it looks like if I go live here, and if I go live on Facebook at the same time, and if I go live on YouTube. So if you're not already following me, I don't know how to pronounce that. Yvine Esekemwe. Thank you for the follow. I don't know how to pronounce it, but thank you for the follow, Yv. Y'all make sure to keep tapping the screen. Y'all make sure to keep sharing the live. You know, y'all tap in with me. Y'all stay in with it. Yeah. What are y'all up to tonight, man? Y'all having a good night? Jasmine Nicole, thank you for the follow, Jasmine Nicole. What are y'all up to? Y'all cooling? Make sure to keep tapping the screen. Y'all make sure to keep sharing the live. It's Bailey with 2 E's. Thank you for the follow. Y'all make sure to help me reach my live goal up here of 10 hand hearts. We love the hand hearts, but we also love followers. So y'all make sure to tap in. I really go live every morning at 10 a.m. and it just be a vibe, man. Like my live earlier today was dope. We were talking about relationships. We were talking about energy, talking about frequency, talking about a bunch of stuff. And that's what I really like going live for. You know what I'm saying? Like dope conversations. So where's everybody from? What y'all up to? What y'all on? Jasmine Nicole, thank you for liking the live. I think I'm following you back. This is a bomb question. European Queen, how would you solve the lack of morality in diverse culture? That's fire. And it's also interesting because I'm from Miami. And if you ever come to Miami, it's really a melting pot. There's like, on one street, you'll have like 15 different cultures. You have a Venezuelan house next to a Colombian house, next to a Cuban house, next to a Black American house, next to a Jamaican house, next to a Bahamian house, next to a Haitian house. So like diverse cultures is what we do. Lack of morality, though, I don't know if lack of morality has anything to do with cultures, unless your culture makes you do things that are immoral. But I feel like the way you solve lack of morality is by like parents really raising their kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think morality is something that's shown to us early on in life. You got to have a reason to do something too. Like a person can't force you to be a good person. That's what I think. It's like if I try to force you to be a good person, I feel like it's the same as if I force you to go to the gym. You're gonna be in the gym, but you're not gonna like being there. So you're not gonna come back. You have been forced to come into the gym, so you're not gonna come back. But if I can inspire you to go to the gym, that's a different subject. You know what I'm saying? To force somebody to do something, you're gonna be met with retaliation. But to inspire someone to do something, you're gonna be met with enthusiasm to do the thing. Does that make sense? Let me see. Thank you, Royal Mike. Appreciate you. I'm from Indianapolis. Oh, what's up, Bailey with 2 E's? Indianapolis. What's up? Jasmine Nicole, welcome, love. Absolutely. Appreciate y'all, man. Yeah, this is super impromptu. This is a very impromptu live, but y'all make sure to tap in because tomorrow I'm gonna go live at 10 a.m. and it's a vibe, man. My 10 a.m. lives are the truth. I'm actually doing this test right now just to like see what it looks like if I can find a way to turn my TikTok lives into like going live on every platform. You know what I'm saying? Smartest person I've seen on TikTok. Hey, thank you, Jonathan. I appreciate you, man. Y'all make sure to keep tapping the screen. Y'all make sure to keep sharing the live and help me reach these hand hearts up here. Those are amazing gifts. Tony Ellis, thank you for the follow. Yeah, man, let's have a dope conversation in here. Earlier today, we were talking about energy. We ended up in a conversation about jealousy in relationships. And I thought that was such an interesting topic because I'm like, man, that's something that I feel like a lot of people aren't touching on, but it's real. Like, what happens if you end up in a relationship with somebody and then that person is jealous of you, but like silently? You know what I'm saying? Like somebody who's like silently hating on you or silently jealous of you, doesn't really want you to win, or wants you to win as long as you don't win past them. I want you to grow as long as you don't outgrow me. I want you to win as long as you're not winning above me. I want you to be successful as long as you're not more successful than me. you know, and then we was having that conversation in the live, and it just got real. People were just dropping like gems. They were dropping like all the type of relationship advice that they done got, all the different relationship experiences that they had. It was like a real vibe, you know what I'm saying? And it turned into like this super cool conversation. And I was like, man, this is the kind of conversation that I live for, you know? So yeah, I definitely want to motivate people, man. Like let's keep having these dope conversations because they lead to so much growth, man. I got to unpack so much stuff on that last live. It was crazy. But I think it's so weird, man. And I hope I'm not the only one. Like, have you ever been in a relationship where the person was jealous of you, or you felt like they may be jealous, or even if you didn't want to say it was jealousy, even if you didn't want to admit that, it just kind of like came around like, why does it feel like you're not happy for me? Or why does it feel like you're in constant competition with me? Or why does it feel like, you know, when I'm excited for something, you come around and you kind of deflate my tires? Isn't that what enemies are for? Like, you know how they used to have that saying? It's like, hey, with friends like you, who needs enemies? Like that's kind of like the conclusion that we came to. Like, if in your own relationship, you might find somebody who is like doesn't have your best interest at heart. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I want to ask y'all the same question. Like, have y'all ever been in a situation like that where the person that you're in a relationship with, you felt like they may not have your best interest at heart, or you felt like, man, maybe even if it's not a big thing, maybe just on a small level, I feel like it may be jealousy, it may be envy, it may be just a disdain for me. Like, I'm curious. I'm curious to see if more people have experienced that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure to keep tapping the screen. Y'all make sure to keep sharing the live. Again, this is super impromptu live, just kind of touch base and tap in, I suppose. But yeah, I'm super excited because sometimes I tap in like this real like haphazardly, and I end up coming across some real cool people. So if y'all not already following me, please follow me. Ooh, hold up. W follow me. Appreciate it. Tony Ellis, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Y'all make sure, and thank you for the taps, Tony. Y'all make sure to keep tapping the screen. Y'all make sure to keep sharing the live. Y'all make sure to keep helping me get to this live goal up here of these hand hearts. We love them hand hearts like nobody's business. But yeah, have you ever been in a situation like that? Have you ever been in a relationship where it's like the person that you're in a relationship with, you kind of just, something is kind of telling you like, man, I don't know what it is, but you don't seem happy for me when I win, or you don't seem like something's up. I don't know what it is, but something is up. You know what I'm saying? With this person that I'm with. Is that something that y'all have experienced or not? Thank you, Tony. Appreciate you. Can y'all hear me? And also, can y'all hear me clearly? Let's see. Can y'all hear me? Hey, can y'all hear me? Hey. Yeah, man. It's just bomb-ass conversations. You know what I'm saying? That's what we'll be up in here for. That's what I like doing. But again, 10 a.m., this ain't really the normal time that I be going live. I just kind of wanted to test it out. Tony, I was in one for 23 years, and yes, we can hear you. Okay, cool. Appreciate you for confirming if y'all can hear me. I appreciate you, Tony. In 23 years, that is tough. Are you still in that relationship, or is it like something that you let go, Tony? In recent times, I've had to let go of a long relationship. I was with this person for going on 12 years, and she was amazing, but I couldn't help but think that, man, on some degree, on some level, something just isn't right. And I prayed over it, meditated on it, and God kind of told me to separate myself from that. And as hard as it is, it's like God sees things that I may not see. So I think I'm gonna have to trust this. I think I'm gonna have to trust this decision and kind of just move on. You know, the weirdest thing in the world is when you're trying to hold on to something that God wants you to walk away from, because it just isn't for you. You feel me? That's like being a parent and trying to tell your kid, like, hey, that person you're in a relationship with, I know you might think you're in love with them, but there's some bad stuff going on in there. I think you might need to walk away from that. And your kid is gonna sit there like, no, I'm in love. I'm not gonna let you take this apart. You don't know this person that I'm with. And your parent is sitting there like, yes, I do. I know that person better than you know that person. I know exactly what's about to happen in your life. But go on, do your thing. And then you don't listen to your parent and you just walk off and fall in love with this person, have a kid with this person, marry this person, move in with this person. Only for years later, you end up looking back at it like, man, nah, this isn't right. And then you start looking back like, man, my mom was right. My dad was right. This girl or this guy really didn't have my best interest at heart. You know what I'm saying? Right, and regret it. Stassi, right. And you just end up looking back at it like, damn, I probably should have paid attention to that. But like, I can't live my life if I let my parents make all my decisions. So there's that argument. But at the same time, it's like, the beauty of wisdom is that wisdom allows you to see things forward because of all you've seen looking backwards, you know? Wisdom allows you to take all your experiences and turn them into almost a psychic ability to say, no, I've seen this story before countless times, and I'm warning you about it because I know exactly what this type of person is capable of. This kind of person that makes these kind of decisions, it's not going to turn out good for you. I'm telling you. No way. I am out, and my singing career has at a higher level. They were destroying me behind my back. Damn, yo. Well, I'm glad you out of that. Shout out to you. Yeah, that's tough, man. That's super tough. Stassi, thank you for the follow, Stassi. Is it Stassi or Stacy? Nah, man. Like, that's the beauty of wisdom. Wisdom allows you to see things that you're faced with right now, and it allows you to address it based on what you've already seen, you know? That's if you're using your wisdom. It's weird because some people have knowledge, but they don't have wisdom. It's like, I know some things, but I don't use it for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I know some things, but I stay quiet about it, or I keep making the same mistakes. Stassi. Stassi? Am I saying that right? Stassi? Stassi? Stassi. Am I saying that right? Stassi. Yeah, man. Like, so that's kind of like the summary of my last relationship. I was in a relationship for 11 years, going on 12 years. And I proposed to her. I thought I was going to marry her. But some of these things that I was experiencing in the relationship was just like, man, nah. There has to be something else better than this, because I may not know what else is out there in the world, but I know that this can't be it. Like, this can't be the best that I'm capable of. Some of these conversations are really negative, and some of this energy I get from you is really negative, and you don't call it negative. Like, a lot of pessimists call their pessimism reality. Oh, I don't mean to be negative. I'm just being a realist. Nah, bro. Then your real world sucks, because it sounds very negative. No, I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just being real. Like, a lot of pessimistic people disguise their pessimism as realism. Oh, no, I'm just being real. No, you're not being real. That's terrible. What are you talking about? That's not real. My real world is happy. Stassi, yes, and you're speaking to me because I just got out of a damn relationship. Sorry, that's tough. V-Mac, thank you for the follow. I couldn't see how bad it was at all. OMG, that sounds so familiar, honestly. And so it's like, that's a large part of the beauty of like the conversation that we were having earlier on the live. It was like, man, a lot of people don't know when they're in relationships that are actually like detrimental, because you with this person, and because you love this person, and because you like, you know, you care for them and you're invested in it, you create these narratives in your mind that really only exist in your mind. You know what I'm saying? This person that you think that you're dating is really in your brain, because the reality of the situation is what they're giving to you doesn't match the hopeful expectation that you got in your brain. But because you got that hope, you start making excuses for this person. Oh, they're going to grow out of that. Or, oh, that's just what they're saying at the moment. Or, oh, they're just angry. Or, oh, they're just upset because of this. Or, oh, like, you're doing all these things to attempt to understand from their perspective, when on all actuality, they don't give a shit about understanding your perspective. So it's like, man, this is very one-sided. And at some point, you got to make a decision. You know what I'm saying? V-Mac, you're right. Thank you, V-Mac. I appreciate that. But it's real. It's like, well, a lot of times we make all these excuses for other people. And it's like, bro, but that person's not making those same excuses for you. So what are you really doing? You're being loyal to someone who's not showing that same level of loyalty or benefit of the doubt to you. They're sitting there, they're willing to give you the worst of the worst that they could possibly give you, and they feel justified in it based on how they feel. And it's like, nah, bro, just because you feel like that doesn't mean that you got the right to treat me like shit. It doesn't mean that you got the right to treat me terribly just because you have a feeling or you have an attitude. That's not right. And I think a lot of times, certain people, when they have these good qualities, they still think that it's okay to treat somebody like shit. Hannah, thank you for the follow. I think a lot of times people think that, like, just because I feel like to a certain degree in my past relationship, she felt like, oh, since I'm not cheating on you, I could talk to you crazy. You know what I'm saying? Or since I'm not doing you wrong in the streets, I can do you wrong inside the house. Like, I can give you attitude all day and you're going to stay. I can say some of the worst words to you and you're going to have to deal with it. I can blame you for things that really aren't your fault, and you still got to accept it because I'm not cheating on you. I'm not having sex with anybody else. I'm only doing this. Okay, cool. So because you're being loyal to me in one way, you think it allows you to be disrespectful and arrogant and mean to me in a million other ways? Nah, bro. Like, I got tired of having to ask this person to say nice things to me. Like, yo, you say a lot of things that are really hypercritical of my performance. I get it. I'm not perfect, for sure. But today, do you think you could say something nice to me? Like, can you say something nice to me? You're going to say a lot of things today. Can any of them be nice or pleasant or like a compliment? I get it. You're loyal. I get it. You're a good person. I get it. You believe in Jesus and the Bible. I get it. But that doesn't excuse you being rude or angry or narcissistic in every other way, bruh. Like, thank you for being loyal. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like when a guy cheats on a girl and the girl is like, oh, you know, am I supposed to treat you good because well, I love your braids. Thank you, Mary. Thank you for loving the braids. Appreciate that. Thank you. Shout out to my braids. Cheers. Shout out to the braids. Thank you, Mary. Appreciate that. V-Mac, respect each other. Show love. Right, V-Mac. Precious Pink. Thank you for the follow, Precious. You're welcome. Absolutely, Hannah. Stassi, we romanticize things. I just caught myself doing that when I wanted to break no contact. To break no contact. Okay. Okay. Jane Grams, you look mixed. Jane, I am mixed. I'm Haitian and Puerto Rican. It's interesting, man. Like, it's interesting. I don't know. Since I was always born with this face, it's like a regular face to me. But when other people see me, they automatically know that I'm mixed. So it's always interesting to me. I'll be thinking like, damn, I wonder how many other faces people have seen to where they automatically know I'm mixed. Like, I can't just be something, you know? So thank you for that. You talking some real stuff. Honestly, man, like, we have to be able to look at these red flags. And if we can't have open, honest conversations about them and we can't address like each other's faults, it just gets dark. Like, in my last relationship, she was so comfortable telling me about myself. She was so comfortable telling me everything that's wrong with me. Like, you talk too much and then you don't listen. And then I have definitely been guilty of flirting with girls. Like, it's kind of my thing. Not my thing, but it's like, I don't know, charm. My father was a charming person. My mother was charming. I like charming. You know what I'm saying? I like being charming, but I don't abuse it. But that's the same thing. Beauty, hey, you're back. What's up, Beauty? How you feeling? Yes, I did come back, but this is really like an impromptu live. Like, I'm really testing this out to see if it works, because I'm using this program to stream my live stream from here. Oh, shit, I didn't even turn that on. Okay, bam. Okay, I'm using this program to live stream from my TikTok all the way to my other stuff. Selena, thank you for the gifts. And thank you for the follows. LOL, I feel good. How are you? I'm good. Beauty, how are you? How was your day? Beauty was in the live earlier today. I'm telling them how dope the live was earlier today. Honestly, I think it's your Haitian side, that islander in you. I mean, I'm Haitian and Puerto Rican, so it's two different islands. They both in the Caribbean, though. But I accept it. I accept it. She was really telling you who she really was, just blaming it on you. Yo, Tony, bro, this is valid. This is valid. And I won't act like I'm a victim. You know what I'm saying? I won't act like I'm a victim because some of like the bad stuff is definitely my fault, you know? Like, over the course of the 11 years that we've been together, I definitely messed up 2 times, right? I messed up 2 times specifically. And I got to take responsibility for those 2 mess ups. You know what I'm saying? One was in 2016 and one was in 2021. And this was just me not being, you know, as loyal as I can be. And my karma felt so bad about that. My conscience ate me up about it for so long that I just pulled her to the side one day and I was like, look, you know what? Because she started doing things that were making me really nervous. And I was like, you know what? Let me have a conversation with you, because I think that I probably have to just come clean about some stuff, and maybe that'll make our relationship better, because everything I'm not saying is manifesting itself in things that you're doing. And so let's have this conversation. And we spoke about it, and I just opened. I came clean to her about, you know, some of my indiscretions, like some of the things that I did that weren't so cool. And it was really only 2 days. It wasn't like ongoing things for a long time. It was like, yo, this day I did this, and this day I did this. And just not my coolest decision, and I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, you know, you also moved to another state on me. Like, you forced me into a long distance relationship. I didn't really have a choice in the matter. You was like, I'm moving to another state and I still want to be with you. So that's what it is. And I'm like, I don't believe in that shit. And then, but you still moved, but I still wanted to, be in a relationship with you because I love you. But, the reality was this. And so when I confessed, it opened a can of worms and it was awful, but we got through it. You know what I'm saying? It was like, okay, cool. Like, this is the worst thing that I've ever done in this relationship, and I apologize. And we was working through that, you know what I'm saying, for a long time. But there were some things that she would do, even like from the beginning of our relationships, that she kept doing through that rough patch, and then even till like today, like lack of accountability and just bad energy sometimes. And some of those things really started weighing on me after a while, you know what I'm saying? Because though we got back into a good space, it was still like, yeah, but now you're acting like, because I made a mistake and I confessed my mistake to you, now you're acting like I can't tell you anything. And now you're acting like you're perfect and you don't need to change. And I'm the one that needs to change everything about myself. And even though I am changing, it's like nothing is good enough. And this is starting to really weigh on me in a point where it's like, I don't like the kind of conversations we having at the house. And I put up with it a lot. I could still be putting up with it, honestly, because I kind of work myself into a groove that's like, I will be obedient. But no, after a while, I meditated on it, and God was like, look, I need to get you out of this space and this position because you tripping. And that's just what it is. How's the program going so far? I think the program is going pretty well. I think it's working. I believe it's working. I hope it's working, I guess. I think this is working. Yeah, I think it's working. Stassi. Oh, what is that? Is that DR? Or is that Texas, Stassi? Did it work? Did you figure out how to stream on YouTube too? And I'm Boricua too. Hey, shout out to the people. Boricua. Wow, 11 years. Yeah, 11 years. That's where we at. Yeah, that can cause a lot of resentment. Straight up. 11 years is mentally married. That's a fact. What did you do? I'm nosy. I can't go all the way in detail, but it just wasn't good. I'll say that. It just was not good. It wasn't good. I wish I could speak on it. And I think I'll speak on it eventually, but probably not now. Interesting. Thanks for sharing. Oh, absolutely, Hannah. Stassi, Panama. Oh, that's Panama. Okay. I got a friend that's Panamanian. Yeah. I know I messed up, but I know that my mess up was like, it was bad, and I'm willing to fix it. I'm willing to put all the work in to fix it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not perfect. You feel me? Like, I'm a Haitian Puerto Rican kid from Miami who doesn't have any training in any of this shit. I saw a post the other day that said, hey, make sure to be nice to your parents because this is their first time living life too. And I was like, man, that's super sweet. Like, that's a really sweet idea, and it's true. Yo, like, don't forget to be nice to your parents and remember that this is their first time living life too. Like, you really only get one shot at this. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's messing up left and right, and no one's perfect. We're blessed if we're able to like admit our faults and fix it. Cool, but the reality is, bro, like, we're all babies to a certain degree. Some of us don't know any of this shit. Like, we don't even know what we're made of. You feel me? Like, we don't even know what this stuff is. Skin. Like, we can't find skin anywhere on earth. You know what I'm saying? Like, skin, teeth, blood, bones, guts. Like, honestly, there's no proof that we're even from this planet. Let's be real. So, like, the fact that we can fault each other or hold each other, like, in such low regard for our mistakes. Nah, bro. Like, look, people make mistakes and people get over it. Everybody should have the opportunity to grow, learn, and change. I'm never going to sit there and be like, oh, because you did this to me 10 years ago, I'm never going to forgive you. It's like, nah. I mean, I want to talk to you, but I forgave you a long time ago, bro, because everybody makes mistakes. Everybody's going to be wrong at some point in time. Now, being evil is being evil. Like, I could tell you a story about my cousin. She's wild. I forgive her and I love her, but I don't think I could spend any time with her at all. My sister gave her a car And she was supposed to make the payments on it. She didn't make any payments on it. She destroyed the car to the point where the police had to arrest her in the car, put her in jail because she was driving drunk. She banged the car up, and the car was like riding on like rims, like spark was flying from the car on the highway. My cousin was blistered and blasted. She was like, she had an alcohol problem for years. She was like blown out of her mind, right? My sister goes, takes the car to the police impound. She found a check for like $800 in there or $1,000, something like that. And she took the check and she used it to fix the car up. My cousin said, yo, where's my check? Where's the money? Da, da, da. And I guess my sister spent it to fix the car up that she destroyed. Long story short, she got into it with my sister over whatever. And then she stopped talking to me. She stopped talking to my mother. She stopped talking to everybody. And my mother pretty much raised her, right? So this same cousin, my mother passes away in 2021 of coronavirus. Detrimental to the family because she was like the matriarch. She held everything together. So I hadn't talked to my cousin. She hadn't talked to my mother for years. My mother pretty much raised this girl because her mom died when she was young. So my mother pretty much raised her. And she was just not talking to anybody, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? Hey, brother, as the Bible says, honor your mother and father. One of the 10 commandments. True. I'm so sorry to hear that. Thank you, beauty. I appreciate it. Yeah, my mother was the bomb. Like, she was dope. She was somebody who could hang with anybody. Like, cool lady. Even if she wasn't my mother, I would be like, that's a cool ass lady. She cool. But yeah, like, so this cousin, she don't talk to my mother. And my mother said it before she passed away. She's like, I don't know why she's not talking to me. Like, I pretty much raised her. But you know what? She's treating me like that. Cool. She don't got to talk to me. But when I die, she's going to feel that. And I was like, hey, you're right. And when she did die, she did feel it. But she still never reached out. She never spoke to me, never spoke to my sisters. My other cousin, she's having a wedding. So we go to this wedding. And this is my hood family, like my hood family. Like we hood, but we like ghetto fabulous. They hood and they like, this is the kind of hood that anything could happen at any time. And you like, man, you gotta take an evaluation before you go hang out with them. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta take an evaluation before I go hang with y'all, bro, because y'all will fight anything that moves, even each other. And we gotta know that. And I knew that going to this wedding, bro. By the end of the wedding, bro, I ended up in a fist fight and the wedding got shot up. Like I could have, anyway, so we had this wedding, right? Before all the madness happens. We have this wedding and we're hanging out. Life is cool. So life is good. I'm at the cousin's wedding. We chilling. This specific cousin that I'm telling you about who was alcoholic and she wrecked the car and she stopped talking to my mother, treating us crazy. She's at this same wedding and she starts like talking to me. She's like, hey, I just want you to know, like, I'm so sorry I wasn't there for you. LOL, the trenches. For real. It's deep. Hood, I love it. It's deeper over there. It's like, it's deep here, but it's deeper over there. And it's like, oh, Lord. You know what I'm saying? Like, we might get into some shit, but I don't think we about to fist fight each other in here. You know what I'm saying? It's deeper. It got deeper. So we at this wedding, right? I'm at the wedding, and I know the side of my family could get down. The fight that I could tell you about is another story. But the story I'm talking about is my cousin specifically, right? So the same cousin, she get into it with my sister. She don't talk to me. She don't talk to my mother. My mother passed away. She still don't talk to us. So she's at this wedding, right? I'm sitting at the family table, and then she starts talking to me. Hey, I just want to let you know, like, you know, I'm so sorry I wasn't there when your mom passed away, and I'm sorry that I've been stupid and I've been away from the family. I'm ready to be part of the family again. I'm ready, right? I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all keep liking the live and sharing the live. I appreciate it. I'm screaming. I'm telling so this family is different. Some people you need to cut off. That includes family members too. I agree with you, and here's the story about it. So I'm sitting here at the family table. She's talking to me now, apologizing. I'm sorry I wasn't there when your mom died. I'm sorry I haven't been a part of the family. I'm ready to be a part of the family again. You know, I'm ready to, I'm sorry I was being so stupid, but I'm scared right now. I'm scared for my kids. I'm like, what the hell is she talking about? She's like, I have a lump in my breast. I don't know what it is. I have an appointment to go see the doctor in a few days. I'm really scared. If anything happens to me, please take care of my kids. Please take care of my kids. Please take care of my kids. And I'm like, okay. You wasn't there when my mother died, but you want me to be there for your kids when you die. Okay. Well, the kids didn't do nothing to me. So, okay. And you didn't do nothing to me. You just stopped talking to me, but whatever. All right, fine, whatever. Like, and then she's like, I'm so sorry. She's trying to like reconcile stuff, right? I'm like, okay, fine. Everybody changed. I'm like, because my cousin, she could be cool too, but she just has not been. So, okay, maybe she's changed. Maybe she's grown. So while she's telling, she's like, man, I got a lump in my breast. Please take care of my kids. If anything happened to me, I love you. I love you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I'm like, and I ain't talked to this lady in like 5 years. She's like, okay, cool. We hug it out. Everything's cool, right? So the wedding comes to an end, and a whole nother story happens, and I'll tell you about this later. I get into a fist fight with a stranger, bruh. I really almost take this stranger out of earth, you know, because he was in the wrong, bro. Like, this is a whole nother story. But after this whole commotion is done, after the fist fighting and the craziness is done, again, I'm at my hood family wedding. So it's like, it got deep. I finally get away from all the madness, get home, and my cousin, he returns some of my objects because since the police came, my cousin had to leave with a lot of stuff that was mine. And so I had to go and get my stuff from my cousin after this wedding is done and then drive myself back downtown. And so I met with my cousin. He's talking to me. He's like, bro, that fight was crazy. The wedding is crazy. Everything's crazy. I'm like, yeah. He said, you know what else? Your sister, somebody robbed your sister. I'm like, somebody robbed my sister? He's like, yeah, during all the commotion of the fight, somebody robbed your sister. My condolences to you and your family. Oh, thank you. LOL. Man, this story is ridiculous. Like, this story is ridiculous. He said, somebody robbed your sister. I'm like, what? And so I called my sister. I'm like, yo, you got robbed tonight at some point during this madness at this wedding? And she was like, yeah, man. Like, I have my purse and I have my wallet inside of my purse. My purse is still there, but my wallet inside of my purse that had $5,000 in cash and all my credit cards is gone. And I'm like, oh, snap. Wow. You know, this is crazy. She's like, yeah, I think I know who took it too. And I was like, what? And so the next day comes around and my cousin calls me like, yo, bro, how you doing? You okay? Because the fight that I was involved in was crazy. This gash on my eyebrow was a big cut. It was just, wow, this was a ridiculous night. Again, like the type of hood family you got to take an appraisal of before you go places with them. OMG, your sister, please don't say the cousin took it. Right, you following, beauty. So my sister called me in the morning and I'm like, yo, what happened to what happened to your situation? She's like, oh, actually it's my cousin. I'm talking to my male cousin who he was with me during the altercation that happened. He was like, yo, bro. So they took, this is a wallet. He said, yo, your sister actually got her wallet back. I was like, what you mean? She got it back. That's crazy. That's a Christmas miracle. Like, how does that happen? This is around December time. I'm like, how does that happen? She's like, yeah, you know who took it? I'm like, nah, who took it? He was like, your cousin stole it. I'm like, my cousin stole it? She was like, yeah. He was like, so the way my sister told the story, my sister was like, yo, my cousin was floating around this family table while she's sitting there apologizing to me. She also told my sister and apologized to her and talked about how she possibly has this cancer in her breast. Look out for her kids. And so my sister just had a baby. And so my cousin was saying, hey, look, I'll watch your baby. Go enjoy the wedding. I'll stay here. I'll watch the baby. I'll watch everybody's stuff. Go enjoy the wedding. And so my sister, being, a trusting sister, is like, okay, cool. This is our cousin. We grew up with her. I could trust her. So she goes off and she starts, mingling, having fun, doing what she's doing. The fight breaks out. My sister finally gets to her car and she realizes her stuff is missing, right? My cousin, who's talking all this cancer talk and talking all this craziness and apologizing, she gets ridiculously drunk at this wedding. I mean, like crazy drunk. So sad. I'm telling you, she gets crazy drunk at this wedding. So I'm like, all right, cool, crazy drunk. So the next morning, my cousin's telling me, yo, so apparently after the wedding, your cousin was so drunk that one of our family friends had to drive her home. While she's driving her home, she stops by the gas station and your cousin had to pee. Your cousin goes, my cousin was wearing some kind of one piece. What up? What up, mama? How you feeling? A black man's dream. What's up? How you feeling? The audacity of the cousin, sis, get you a car and then you steal from her years later. So this is funny. These are two different sisters. So the one sister who gave her a car is one sister. And then my sister who had another baby, I got three sisters. So these are two different sisters that this stuff happens to, right? This cousin is wild. This cousin is lit. Yeah, she banged up one car for my one sister and then hit the lick on my other sister. This is crazy. And so it's good to see you, mama. Good to hear from you. And so my cousin's telling me, look, after the wedding, after the fight, after the shootings, this story's so crazy. Your cousin is so drunk, our family friend got to take her home. Now, my cousin, she's wearing some kind of like one piece, right? She's wearing, how women sometimes wear like body suits and stuff like that, where You know, you can't just take the pants off. You got to take your whole outfit off. So while our family friend is taking my cousin, who's ridiculously drunk, home, they have to stop at a gas station, and my cousin says she has to pee. Instead of going into the gas station and getting the bathroom key, she starts peeing on the side of the car. She's drunk. She goes up, she takes her clothes off, she takes all of it off. When she takes all of it off, the family friend says, yo, when she took all her clothes off, a bunch of money fell out of her crotch. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of money just fell out of her coochie. And I was like, what? And so this girl goes and picks up all this money and picks up all these credit cards. And then she looks at the name on it and she calls my sister like, yo, are you missing your wallet? And she's like, yeah. She said, yo, what kind of cards you got on it? I got this kind of card, this kind of card, this kind of card. She's just telling her like what she had in her wallet. And so she's like, oh, okay, I got your wallet. So my cousin was so drunk, she didn't even notice that all that stuff had fell out of her. Like she had it like tucked in her panties and her like near her vagina. And so she was so drunk, she just dressed herself back up, vomited, and then got dropped off home. And then after that, this family friend took all the money and all the credit cards, met up with my sister in the middle of the night and gave her money back, right? This is the craziest story in the world. And so it's like, okay, cool. Like she went and she gave her money back. And so I'm like, yo, this story is so ballistic. I can't hear you, but I'm here. Oh, okay. I got to work on the sound over here. Can you hear me now, Q? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to make it all work. So by the next morning, my sister ends up with all her money back. Shay, thank you for the compliment. I appreciate you, Shay. So by the next morning, my sister ends up with all her money back and all her credit cards back. My cousin was so fucking drunk, she didn't even register the fact that what she had stolen got stolen from her. You know what I'm saying? And it was crazy. I would have had to tell her just cancel the card because it was in her crotch. Yo, this is a ridiculous story. You know what I'm saying? Merwit, thank you for the compliment. I appreciate you. Y'all make sure to keep tapping the screen. Y'all make sure to keep sharing the live and help me reach my live goal of these hand hearts up here. We love them. We love them hand hearts. And so the moral of the story is like God looked out for my sister. God didn't like ugly because my sister got all her stuff back. Kinky, appreciate you for the follow. Y'all make sure to follow me. So my sister got all her money back by the morning. And so the crazy thing was, I'm like, my cousin's telling me this on the phone. I'm like, bro, you got to be joking, right? There's no way that this cousin robbed my sister in the middle of the night, like robbed her blind. And my cousin's like, yeah, bro, like this cousin definitely did rob your sister. I'm like, yo, somebody got to explain this shit to me because maybe I just don't understand this logic. So this cousin of mine didn't talk to me for 5 years, didn't talk to nobody in my family for 5 years, didn't talk to my mother who raised her for 5 years. My mother died and the girl didn't say nothing. She didn't come to the funeral. She didn't say nothing to nobody. She's still offering her own shit. Then at this wedding, you start apologizing to me. You start apologizing. I'm so sorry I wasn't there for you. I wasn't sorry there for your family. I want to be part of the family again. I was stupid. I was bitter. I was holding on to all this resentment. I'm growing. I've changed. I'm a different person now. Look, I'm really scared. I have a lump in my breast. I might have cancer. Please, if anything happens to me, look out for my children. You saying all these things. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, all right. Yeah, people change. And yeah, the kids don't got nothing to do with it. I'm sorry if you got cancer. That's crazy. Why are you sitting here saying all this shit to me, apologizing, saying I'm sorry for this and I'm sorry for that and I wish I was there and da-da-da-da. You literally have my sister's money stuffed in your vagina right now. Stuffed in your panties is my sister's wallet with $5,000 in cash that she earned and all her credit cards that she earned. She got a newborn baby and she had to go through hell because she was pregnant when my mother was in the hospital. And she had not a miscarriage, thank God. The baby was born prematurely because she was so damn stressed out of losing our mother at the same time she was pregnant. And my sister finally got her baby out of the NICU, whatever it is, when the baby got to be in a tank for like a month. And this is going to be the baby's first Christmas. And you're literally going to rob my sister with her firstborn, with her newborn baby, a few days before Christmas, like it's nobody's business. And you sitting here asking for forgiveness for other shit, for past shit. You sitting here talking about how you got cancer and please, how you might have cancer. You got a lump in your breast and you scared and you got an appointment. Please look out for your children. Sorry, I wasn't there when your mama died, but please be there for my kids when I die. Like you wasn't there for us, but you want me to be there for you. I get it. But while you're saying this heartfelt bullshit apology, you got my sister's wallet and all her money and all her stuff stuffed in your coochie right now. And you're not even you got that shit stuffed in your coochie because you're prepared. You like a thief and you a dumb thief too. You're prepared for somebody to realize that the wallet was stolen and somebody to search you, but you know they're not going to search your coochie. Like, you didn't even go to your car to drop it off. You had that shit stuffed in your panties. You know what I'm saying? God don't like ugly because somebody that we know had to drop you off home and you ended up peeing and all the money fell out of your coochie, which is disturbing. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, so I say that to say, not everybody got your best interest at heart. You will have like family, bro, that's sitting there doing crazy shit to you. Like, this is ridiculous. You sitting here asking for forgiveness while you literally robbing my sister. And you're talking about cancer and you're talking about forgiveness and you're talking about wanting to be part of the family again. Because you've been away and nobody been talking to you. You ain't talked to nobody for 5 years because you destroyed my other sister's car. And you got mad at her for not giving it back to you. And while you're sitting here with this heartfelt bullshit apology, you're robbing my other sister. You got all her money. You told her, hey, I'll watch your baby. You told her we're at a family event. You told her she can go over there and dance and have a good time. You'll watch our stuff. And you went inside of her purse and you found her wallet with all her credit cards and all that cash and you stuffed it in your panties because you was going to go home like the greatest robbery of the century. You was going to go home with all my sister's shit. Are you insane? Are people like, are you fucking crazy? Is the question I want to know. Like, are you really crazy? This is and when I call my sister, I say, yo, did she really do this shit? And my sister was like, yeah, I would never talk to that girl again. She is evil. That's evil. You was gonna leave me robbed before Christmas with my newborn. Like, I was gonna have nothing. You was gonna leave me with nothing. You was comfortable stealing my shit and leaving me with nothing. Like, that's crazy to me. If you was on hard times and you would have asked me for money, I would have gave you some money. You stole my shit and you was about to make a great escape, but you got so fucking drunk that night that it didn't work in your favor. This is craziness. And that's family. That's what happened to us. Wow. I'm telling you. How you gonna ask for forgiveness, beauty? How you gonna ask for forgiveness, then turn around and do wrong shit to your own family? Bruh, this is another level of crazy, bruh. You think that when somebody's gonna say sorry to you, they might actually mean it, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But like, you're apologizing for not being there when my mother died. And you're saying cancer. You're saying you got a lump in your breast. You're saying look out for your children if anything happened to you, while you literally robbing my sister at this moment. You're in the middle of the robbery right now. You went inside of her purse. You told her, she could trust you, and you stole from her. You stole all her money before Christmas. She was about to not have money for rent, whatever. Like, that's her money. I'm pretty sure she needed it. And this is crazy, bro. Hey, what's up, Rock? Have no mercy, nor sympathy. Right, dang, right. Right, like at this point, was the cancer story even authentic? Right. Not the greatest robbery of the century. Bruh, La Noche Buena. What's up? Wow. She definitely was being used by the enemy. Right. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Merhawit? Hannah, facts. Man, I'm telling you, bro, like, this is crazy. The alcohol makes darkness. I don't know if the alcohol made darkness, bro. I feel like she was dark and then got with the alcohol. The alcohol actually saved us. Because she was so damn drunk and ridiculous and belligerent and like oblivious, she slipped up and she got undressed in front of the wrong person who ended up being the right person, who ended up seeing all that money and credit cards on the ground while she's peeing outside next to her car. And she already threw up in her car. And this girl said, this is a lot of money and this is a lot of credit cards. Why did all this money fall out of your coochie just now? And she went and took all this and she was like, yo, this got your cousin's name on it. And so she called my sister like, yo, did you lose your wallet? Yeah. Okay. Your cousin had it. And she had it stuffed in her panties. And she's drunk as fuck. And I'm about to drop her off home, but I'm going to bring this to you. That's karma, bro. That's karma. If I ever seen a story about karma, that's karma. I'm telling you, this is crazy. She definitely was being used by the enemy. Man, the alcohol, I don't know. This is different. This is a different breed. Let me see. You said it right. Merhawit? Okay, cool. He's the real. Hey, the realest stories be the funniest. Crazy things, something similar happened to me. DJ, this is wild, bro. How does this stuff happen? Where do people come with this shit? You know how they say fact is stranger than fiction? It's like, bro, I'll tell you a true story that sounds crazier than some shit you would have seen on TV. You know what I'm saying? Patrina Green, thank you for the follow. Y'all make sure to keep tapping the screen. Y'all make sure to keep liking the live and be building the platform up here. I'm not really supposed to be on live right now. I'm doing a test, but tomorrow I'm going to be on live, and it's going to be the official live. That's true. You got to tell me you get a chance. No pressure. Yo, I actually want to hear that story too, DJ. We got to hear that. Blood don't make you family. Hannah, that's a sad fact. User 939. It wasn't meant for her to. It wasn't meant for her to have it. That's a fact. That's a mega fact. Yo, God don't like ugly, bro. Like, you think you about to get away with this, but you not. I learned that karma lesson when I was in high school, bro. I was doing some bad stuff in high school, and karma came right for me. I was just like stealing stuff. I was stealing stuff, and then a lot of my stuff got stolen, and God just showed me, like, I was stealing like phones in high school. This is petty, but I was stealing like cell phones just so I could pay my phone bill because I didn't have any money. And then I remember walking to school one day, and it rained on me. And when it rained on me, I get to the locker room, I open up my phone, and my phone is white. And I didn't have a phone for 2 years after that. And I was straight up God saying, oh, you about to steal phones, huh? Okay, cool. Bam. Took my phone away through the rain. It wasn't even like somebody stole it. It's like the rain got me. And then after that, I didn't have a phone for 2 years. It was the craziest thing. But it taught me a lesson. I was like, man, I was stealing them other people's phones just so I could have a phone. And now I don't got nothing. Karma. And I've learned that, like, stories like that have happened in my life for a long time. That's why I stay on the up and up now, man, because God will slap you like nobody's business at the wrong time to teach you the right lesson. Because you be like, God, I really need this guy. Like, nah, remember that thing you had there? Bow. So now that's why I stay on the up and up, man, because my karma got to be good. Because, bro, how am I stealing phones and then the rain destroys my phone? Are you talking about rain? I was walking to school. There was no way to avoid that. Rain. It was crazy. It's super crazy. Let me see. I am. Hey. Let me see. Beauty. You really don't, especially when you F over someone that's blessed. Ooh, you gonna feel that. I'm telling you, bro. God don't play about his people, man. You mess with somebody that's prayed up and that stays up on game, bruh, it's gonna be detrimental. That happened to me another time too. This mechanic, he like overcharged me for something. And he really overcharged me for something. And then like a few days later, he called me because he's like, yo, man, my light is off. Can I borrow some money? And I was like, man, what he didn't know at that time was that me and my family was going through it. And while he was overcharging me for this thing and I asked him for a favor, my light was off at my house with my family in it. But you overcharged me and I had to pay you. You was being real angry and mean and crazy about it. So I'm like, okay, cool. You did the work on the car. Here goes all your money, And I feel like God made that work because it was like, wow. A few days later, he ended up calling me back like, yo, hey, man, they cut my light off. Is there any way you could help me with a loan? I'm like, this is crazy. In my mind, I was screaming because I'm like, wow. What he didn't know is that when he came to my crib and he was doing all that work on my car, but he overcharged me, and I know he overcharged me. He didn't know that my light was off. But, I was stressed in that moment, but I had to pay him every dollar. He wasn't doing it for a discount. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like he overcharged me. He knew he did. Because the weird part was, I did a majority of the work on the car. I just needed his tools. I was working on the car, and I just needed his mechanic tools. So I was doing a lot of the work anyway. And then he left, did something on one of the tires, and he charged me like $300, $400 for some shit that shouldn't have cost that much. And I was like, all right, cool, whatever. I'll pay it. And then a few days later, he ended up calling me like, yo, man, they cut my light off. Can you lend me some money? And in my mind, I'm like, nah, I can't lend you no money because I don't got no money to lend you. But I can help you do something if you need some other kind of help. He's like, nah, I just need some money. And I was like, why would this guy who never called me for money a day in his life call me when his light got cut off? Like, why would that happen? And I thought about it. I said, because. And this is like God. God was like, yo, because when he came and did that quote unquote work, which you really did most of the work, you just needed his damn tools. When he came and did that work on your car, he overcharged you for it considerably. And he didn't know that on the inside of your house, y'all was suffering and y'all was struggling because y'all light was cut off. He had the opportunity to like be cool about it and be like, yeah, I'll only charge you 120, 130. He ended up charging me some crazy shit. And I did a majority of everything. And like it was karma, instant karma, because a few days later, he ended up in the same situation that I was in. And instead of something else happened, like my face must have flashed in his mind. And that was God sending him a message like, yo, you were supposed to look out for this young kid and you didn't look out for him at the time. You hit him over the head like a grown up, for whatever kind of reason. But I was a young kid and his car was messed up and you beat him over the head like somebody who was really getting to the bag at the time. And he had to pay you because you was being real mean and nasty to him at the end. But his light was off. And then a few days later, I'm cutting your life off. And when I cut it off, his face is going to flash in your mind. Why? Just to let you know this is happening because of that. Because of how you treated this person last week, this week, this is happening to you. And it's crazy. When people are disloyal to you, do you think it warrants violent reaction? Stassi, We were talking about loyalty earlier today, actually. That's a great question. Reaping and sowing. Amen. I'm telling you. Let me see. I'm going to check out your page. You're interesting. Have a good night. All right, Hannah. Appreciate you. Thanks for tapping in, Hannah. For sure. Let me follow you back. Sowing and reaping. Honestly. DJ, thank you for the follow. Let me see. He got it back quick. It doesn't take long. I'm telling you. Strong on. The said what they get is how they lose it. Wait, strong on. The said what they get it is how they lose it. Okay. I don't know if I'm reading that right. Let me see. Oh, the way they get it is how they lose it. Right. What's up, bro? What's up? The one funny guy? How you feeling? Dang, I can't type. My bad. Yeah, I think I understood it, though. The same way they get it is how they lose it. That's a fact. If you get it in blood, you're going to lose it in blood, too. If you get it in a bad way, you're going to lose it in a bad way, too. Bro, live by the sword, die by the sword. As you sow, so shall you reap. And that's just a fact. That's the fact of the matter. And a lot of people don't want to admit that, but that's really what it breaks down to. That's really what it is, you know? And you can't avoid it. You can't hide it. You can't. It is what it is, you know? And so, yeah, man, like, life is crazy, bro. Life is crazy, and life will happen in the craziest moments. You feel me? It'll show up, and it'll show up right at your doorstep when you least expect it. Candy, thank you for the follow. So, yeah, man, karma is real. I don't play around with karma, bro. Not for nothing in the world. Yo, y'all thank y'all for liking the live. Thank y'all for following me if you're not already following me. And thank y'all for helping me reach this live goal up here. Y'all run it up and hit me with these hand hearts. But if you want to save the hand hearts for tomorrow at 10 a.m., I ain't mad at you because I'm going to turn it up at 10 a.m. This is like a very impromptu live. Feel me? Love child. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, man. Like, karma is real, bro. That's one thing I do not play about. I do not play about my karmic debt. You know what I'm saying? That's why even in my relationship, when I knew I did wrong, I knew I had to confess. I was like, yo, I'm going to admit it. I could have kept it to myself. And nobody was ever going to come and tell you anything. But, nah. I was like, ooh, 2 lives in one day. Right. This is a super impromptu live, beauty. Super impromptu. But I'm testing out this multiple live system to see if it's working. And I think it is working. But on Facebook, they're seeing me, but they're not hearing me. I can't see somebody commented, I can't hear you, but I'm here. How you been, young king? Good. I got to send her back a message. Don't go around abuse people and taking advantage of people. You will get it back. Trust me. I believe that. I believe that 1,000%. And it's like, man, it's crazy. Oh, you streaming on Facebook? Yeah, I'm streaming. You know what it is? I think I've been sleeping on Facebook for a long time. Like, I'm so used to going live on Instagram and TikTok, and I was even going live on Big O. But, like, I think I really neglect Facebook. And it wasn't until recently I went to this, this event in Atlanta. And somebody was like, man, I'm getting a majority of my sales from Facebook. And I'm like, damn, I'll be treating Facebook like the old social media. Like, this old, ain't nobody really on here. Ain't nobody who I want to know on Facebook. But I think I got to start activating it again, probably. I think maybe I got to stop being so prejudiced against it. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm setting it up to go live on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at the same time. Yeah, it be canceling. Facebook be canceling you for any little reason, though. For real, that's crazy. If I laugh, I mean no harm. It's literally because I laugh at everything. That's what's up. Nah, man, we love somebody who got a good sense of humor, beauty, for sure. But yeah, man, it's just like, it's a lot of ways, bro. It's a lot of ways to have good things happen in your life, and it's also a lot of ways to have bad things happen in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, karma is real. If we know that, we should do good things. Now, I heard Eric Thomas one time say, he was like, yo, I'm doing all the right things. I'm giving to the church. I'm being a good person. I'm being nice. I'm being considerate. I'm working at my job. I'm in the word. How come I'm not getting money? And dude was like, bruh, you're not getting money because you're doing all the right things when it comes to your energy, but you're not doing the right thing when it comes to your finances. And those are 2 different areas. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you do good money things are going to come back to you. And when you do good, energetic things, good energy is going to come back to you. It might not come in the form of money. It's going to come in the form of goodwill. It's going to come in the form of cheer. It's going to come in the form of friendships being made. It's going to come in the form of people doing favors for you. It's going to come in the form of your relationship being your reputation being good. But it's not going to come back as money. You could be a good person. That don't translate to good money. You know what I'm saying? But if you're a good person and you know how to make good money, then you're just a great person. You feel me? But like, sometimes people don't give that good karma its due. It's like, don't think that you just being a good person is gonna do everything for you. It's not. But you putting out good karma is gonna make good karma come back to you. When you need a favor, there's probably gonna be the right person there to help you. Yo, I got lost one time in Denver, Colorado, right? And I had no interest in going to Denver, Colorado. But my homie, was his birthday. He was like, yo, come with me to Denver. We go to Denver. We go on this hike. It's like a hike and there's a waterfall. So we going on this hike. We going to this waterfall. We about to have a vibe. When we get there, we end up so deep far from this hike. We like, okay, we just keep going. Like we didn't have the energy to go back the way we came. So we just escaped the park on another side. We end up lost. We end up deep in the woods with no service. And the shit was crazy. Man, we had to walk down this street and we end up seeing this guy who got this straight up murder van. I was just in Aurora. Oh, that's what's up? I think that's how you spell it. Yeah, maybe. I don't really know where Aurora is, but yeah, that probably is how you spell it. So I end up like seeing this. We end up in Colorado and we end up in this area that don't got no signal. We like, yo, where are we? Nobody has cell signal. We can't call an Uber. We don't know how to get out of here. So we end up walking down the street. We see this guy. He got this straight up murder van in his driveway. This shit look like a white van, no windows on it, scratched up, painted up crazy. So we walk up to this guy. It's 8 of us, 8 black people. Walk up to this guy and we like, hey, do you know where the nearest place is that we could get some service or call a car? Because we need to get a ride. We need to get up out of here. He's like, man, I'll be honest with you. There ain't nothing 5 miles that way and nothing 5 miles that way. You kind of in the middle of nowhere. I was like, oh, shit. He's like, well, where y'all trying to get to? I said, man, we just trying to look for a place where we could call an Uber so we can get back to our hotel. We don't know where we are. He was like, well, I'm about to drive to the nearest town and see my favorite band play. If you want, this is a white guy. If you want, y'all could jump in the van with me. I could drive y'all to the nearest town. I was like, bro, would you do that? And he was like, yeah. Her, what's up? I was like, would you do that? And he was like, yeah. So all 8 of us jumped in the back of this guy's murder van. And it just looked like a murder van. He was actually a nice guy. He drove us to the nearest town and offloaded us safely. And then we called Ubers and we went home. And he just drove us to this party. It was like, yo, this is crazy, bro. We straight up hitchhiked in Denver with this random ass person. We was deep in the mountains. We didn't know how to get back. And he gave us a ride to the nearest town. And it was a party. He really was going to go see a band. And he didn't have no problem with 8 black people jumping in his whip. The girls we was with was not having it. They was like, y'all think this shit is funny? Huh? Anything can happen to us right now. We're in the back of a murder van. And the guys is like, dog, we will whoop this nigga's ass. Like, it ain't gonna happen. But maybe it could. You know, that Pulp Fiction shit like that. That was crazy. I like how it was definitely a murder van. Yo, bruh, it was. Dog, this dude's van was so crazy looking. It was a white van. It had no windows in the back. And the paint job was scratched up. The bumper was dented. It looked like straight out of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But we was like, bruh, we don't got the stamina to go back the way we came. This is crazy. We need to get a car from here. You know what I'm saying? And we was with like somebody who got injured. We was like, no, we got to roll. And we did it. We bet on ourselves and we jumped in the car. And he took us right where we had to go. Now, the moral of that story is, if we had bad karma, that probably really would have been a murder van. You know what I'm saying? If we had bad karma and we was out here like fucking people over and doing bad things to people, that might have been a bad situation for us. But because we had good energy, it worked in our favor. 8 of us jumped in his van. It took us about like 20 minutes to get to the nearest town. I don't even know where we was at in Colorado at this point. And it was a vibe. You know what I'm saying? Dude ended up being a cool guy. I don't think he was even on social media. I was like, yo, can I follow you? He's like, man, I ain't really on it. White guy, cool as shit. Just like, okay, cool. All you 8 random black people that ended up on my doorstep, jump in my car and let's go for a ride. You feel me? Like, he made it work. I was real nervous going to Colorado for the first time, but I thought Colorado was going to be real racist. I actually really like Colorado now. I didn't get not one racist vibe while I was there. And I thought I was going to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen racism in Miami, for sure. I've seen racism in Atlanta, for sure. I've even seen like racism in Los Angeles and California, for sure. But in Colorado, I didn't feel none of that shit. I was surprised. I'm like, we about to go to, this is where they filmed South Park, right? Colorado? Nah, I don't know if I could dig it. But it ended up being cool. Like, if you're nervous about going to Colorado, I would say go. Because Colorado's a vibe. Colorado's a whole vibe. And it was great. But yeah, that was the first and only time we ever hitchhiked in my life. And that shit was crazy. But it worked in our favor, again, because when you got good karma, good things happen to you. You got bad karma, that murder van might have turned into a real Texas chainsaw situation. You feel me? If our shit was bad. So, you know, just be like that. We as a people, man, we can live a good life, but a lot of times we let dumb shit sidetrack us. Like, what was going through my cousin's mind when she thought she was going to be able to rob my sister in the middle of this wedding? I do not know. You thought she was going to have a sweet lick. You thought this was an easy come up. You thought because my sister just had her baby, you thought she wasn't going to notice till she got back home. Bruh, you are tripping right now. You are tripping. And you're not even the dumbest person in this party. The dumbest person in this party was this dude that I ended up in a fist fight with. This was the craziest shit ever. Dog, so I'll give y'all this fight story real quick. My cousin's having a wedding. My cousin is cool. I like her, but I know that the rest of the family, bruh, is like, this is deep hood shit. This is ridiculous. This is like oblivious to all regular natural laws type shit. Like, y'all willing to fight anything at any point in time. Like, anything can happen with y'all. Anything, at any point in time. So me, I live in Florida. You feel me? Beauty. Yeah, they have elks in the middle part of their highway. It's so cool. That's what's up. I think I almost hit a deer one time driving in Colorado. I think I almost smacked the shit out of a deer. And it was on our way to Los Angeles. And I'm happy I was doing driving because I saw him from a distance and I slowed down because this nigga just stopped in the middle of the road. He stopped in the middle of the road and he looked at me like, what's your damn problem? And I'm like, bro, I'm in a car. I will run you over. Go on. Move on. He would just stop. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we were driving from Colorado because we flew to Colorado and we drove to Los Angeles. But on the way from driving from Colorado to Los Angeles, there was definitely a deer in the road. And I'm like, bro, I'm doing at least 80 or 90 or something. If I wouldn't have been on point, I would have smacked this deer. This thing would have like destroyed the front of our car, and it would have been hell on earth. But yo, the nigga was chilling in the middle of the street as if he run the block. I mean, technically he did run the block. That's his area. I don't know where I was at. I'm in the middle of driving from here to there. So I guess this is your neighborhood, but like still, you would just stand in the middle of the street. And now I get it. Now I get what they mean when they say, oh, you look like a deer in headlights. Because homie was just standing there looking at the car like, what is this coming my way at a high speed? Let me stay here and wait for it to do whatever it's looking like it want to do. It's like, no, bro, you better move out the way. I remember hitting the brakes and honking the horn and then he took off. But I'm like, yo, this was crazy. How long do you prep to allow entry? I don't know what that is. You talking about for my live show later? These comments sound crazy. I don't know what that is. I don't even know what this is. What's happening here? D Simone, thank you for the follow. Cute Granny, what's up? Valerie. No, that deer was about to get the business, Beauty. That deer was about to get all type of smacked up by this Chevy Suburban. And it was crazy. But like, yo, the person at that wedding who really got the worst of it was this dude. So I'm going to my cousin's wedding, right? I know that my cousins is crazy. I know anything can happen here, but I got invited. It's a wedding. I'm sure nothing's going to happen here. I'm sure. I go, mind you, at this point, so I'm a registered firearm owner. I own a firearm, and it's like I have my concealed weapons license. So I got my pistol on me, and for some reason when I wear suits, I like wearing my pistol on me even more because I feel like John Wick. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, I got this whole suit on, and I got this pistol on me. I feel like feel like a secret agent or something. James Bond, like I'm him right now. But while I was walking into this wedding, I was like, you see? You like that one, Beauty? I'm telling you, that's how I really feel. I be feeling like John Wick. I'm like, boy, I will up this fire in this suit and tear your house off, tear your house up, tear your roof off. But so I'm walking, right? I'm getting out of this car. I'm going into this wedding. I got this suit on. I got my pistol on me. And I'm like, you know what? When I get out of this wedding, I'm going to want to take my jacket off. And I don't want to have to leave the wedding to come back to my car just to put my pistol in the car so I can take my jacket off. So let me just take my pistol out right now and put it in the car. You feel me? Hello, that was nice and whatever. I'm telling you. Yeah, that's how I feel. I'm like, okay, let me just put my pistol in the car now, right? This is a very, very, very important part of the story because it don't make no sense. I don't remember ever doing this before, but I thought like I don't want to have to take and this is how God works, man. God is real, bro. God is real. So I take my pistol out, put it in the trunk of my car, and I got a Jeep. So I put it like in this little compartment in the back. I'm going to the wedding. I'm at the wedding, chilling. As soon as I walk in the wedding, everybody getting drunk. Like the wedding is starting a little late, but they giving the drinks early. Everybody's getting drunk quick. This hunch punch is like next level. And so everybody's getting drunk. So I'm at the wedding. I'm supposed to only be an attendee. But next thing you know, they like, hey, can you walk grandma out? Their grandma's my auntie. So I walk granny out. They're like, oh, can you walk the sister of the bride out? In my mind, I'm like, the sister of the bride got a husband. But all right, whatever. So I walk the sister of the bride out, right? I'm doing things, hey, can you help the DJ move some stuff? So now I end up as an employee of the wedding. I'm like, all right, whatever. It's my cousin's wedding. I'm out here showing love. So we end up at the reception now, after the wedding. I'm hanging out with my cousin. He the DJ. We chilling. Some woman comes and gets me. She's like, hey, they want you at the front. I get to the front. My cousin who's getting married, her best friend is like the wedding planner. She's like, hey, can you walk out the groom's best friend? The groom's best friend is a female. Can you walk her out? It's the reception. I'm like, all right, some random girl I don't know. Walk the girl out. Didn't think twice of it. Walk her out, sit her down, going about my business. So I'm over here, I'm going on about my business. Next thing you know, this is after my cousin had told me the story, but before we found out about the robbery. So my cousin had told me the story, and we at the reception, we chilling, we having a good time. Next thing you know, I go outside, and I'm hanging out with my male cousin right now, right? So my male cousin, his sister is the one that's getting married. But me and my male cousin, we like this. We cool. He's my guy. So we outside, we talking, we chilling. He telling me how he paid for a majority of the wedding because their daddy passed away. I'm like, all right, understandable, right? Are you from NYC? No, I'm from Miami. Born and raised in Miami, Hollywood. Welcome to the live. Make sure to tap the screen. Make sure to follow me if you're not already following me. Yeah. And send me some of these hand hearts up here. We love the hand hearts. Nah, thank you for the follow. Hollywood, thank you for the follow. For real, appreciate y'all. So I'm telling this crazy ass story about this crazy ass wedding that I was at. So I'm sitting here talking to my male cousin, right? We hanging out, we chilling. He sees this girl and this guy that really shouldn't even be hanging out together, leaving the wedding with bottles in their hand. So he's stopping them like, hey, what y'all doing with these bottles? They're like, oh, we taking bottles of champagne, bottles of liquor. He's like, oh, we taking them to the bride's car. We taking them to their car. They about to get ready to leave, so we taking them to their car. So we like, all right, cool. I'm listening. I'm telling you, this is a ridiculous story. So my cousin is like, yo, hey, let me get these bottles. And so they're like, what you talking about? Stop tripping. Like, we taking the bottles to the bride's car. That's what we doing. The wedding about to come to an end. We taking the bottle to the car. But my cousin is like, nah, bro. Like, my auntie told me that she saw people stealing bottles from the wedding. And just to be sure, just let me get the bottles. And so he's getting into it with this girl and this guy. And in my mind, I'm thinking my cousin is tripping. Like, Cuzzo, they just finished telling you that they're taking the bottles to the bride's car. This is her friends. Let them do that. But he not giving up. So I think that my cousin is tripping, right, in my brain. But you know what it is when you loyal, like, okay, even if I think my dog is tripping, I'm not gonna let y'all know that. So I'm on his side. So I'm like, yo, I'm not involved though. But I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna tell y'all I think he's tripping, but I'm gonna just be here standing next to him while he's regulating on y'all, give him his bottles. So he's going back and forth with these people, and they're like, oh, just chill. Next thing you know, this dude goes like, just like, hey, bruh, just chill, right? And the way he said it let me know, oh, this nigga doesn't even know who my cousin is. Like, he don't know my cousin. So I'm like, who is it? So then he's like, hey, bruh, just chill. And I'm like, nah, bruh, you chill. And he like, what? I said, yeah, bruh, you chill. We don't know you. Because I could tell the way he addressed my cousin let me know that he didn't know my cousin. So I'm like, okay, you don't know my cousin. You don't know that my cousin paid for half of this wedding because his sister's getting married and they don't got no father no more. My cousin paid for all this shit. If the nigga want the bottles, give him the damn bottles. He paid for it anyway. So, but the way that this stranger talked to my cousin, I was like, it let me know he didn't know him. So he's like, hey, bro, you chill. I'm like, hey, bro, you chill, bro. We don't know you. And he like, what? And he started getting offended, like super offended. You know what I'm saying? He like, what? And I'm like, what you mean, what? And he like, well, he started getting rowdy and started getting, I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, I don't know who this is. I don't know why he acting up. I just repeated the same thing you said to my cousin. Anyway, now it looked like a big situation that popped off because they take him and they put him inside of the venue. They're like, oh, yo. And they rushed him inside of the venue. And then the girl, she trying to calm me down. And she give me the bottles like, hey, just chill. It ain't that serious. And in my mind, I'm like, what are you talking about? What are any of y'all talking about? So she give me the bottles now. And so we just hanging out, right? Next thing you know, maybe 5 minutes go by, something like that. So now it's me, my cousin, and this girl. We all outside talking. We all outside chilling. Ain't nobody stressing nothing. This same nigga from inside, he comes outside of the party now. He rushes straight to me. He like, hey, bro, I said what I said. And in my mind, I'm like, what? He said, I said what I said. And I'm like, bruh, and I still don't know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still don't know who you are. And so I'm just, and this is my fault because I was careless in this moment. I said, bro, I still don't know who you are. And I turned to go back to the conversation that we was having. And when I turn to go back to this conversation, all I feel is a hit. Bam! And I'm like, ooh, something just connected with me. And I paused for a second. I'm like, bro, I know I didn't just get hit just now, right? And I feel it. You know when you just got hit. Like somebody, dog, this dude just split me. Like, cause I turn this way. I'm like, bro, cause it's comical to me. I'm like, bro, you can't be mad at nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know who you are. Going about your day. Get the fuck out of here. Cause this is my family's wedding. Like, we don't know you clearly. And so nigga, hey, bro, I said what I said. I'm like, whatever, nigga. And so I turn off, and this is my fault. I turn away, nigga hit me. Bam! I'm like, oh. And so at this point in the story, right? At this point in the story, hold up. If you're about to tell me you are cute and can fight, let me book this flight. Boy, first off, that's funny. Nah, bro. Look, at this point in this story, that's actually very funny because it also rhymes. So that's good for that. So this dude hits me, right? And I'm like, bruh, in my mind, I got issues, man. Like, if y'all was here earlier in the live, y'all would hear me talk about my issues, like growing up, being bullied, getting over that bully shit, like suicidal thoughts. And then the only way that I got self-confidence in myself is when I started like fucking people up outside. Is when I just started putting hands on people. Like that's where 90% of my confidence comes from. You know what I'm saying? So like, people gotta understand, I don't think it's just me. I think it's like a male thing when a man got issues or he just been like beat up for a long time in his life. And you get to the point like you over that, you over getting beat up. Like, I think every day of my life, it's a weird thing. Every day of my life, I'm ready to fight somebody. Every single day. Like, I can't remember the last time that I ever walked through a life on like in rooms in public where I was not ready to like fuck somebody up. You know what I'm saying? So when this nigga hit me, it's like, oh shit. In my mind, it just went off. Bro, I just remember getting hit. And here's the crazy thing too. We're all in the parking lot. It's the middle of the night. It's the dead of the night. And we were all instructed by my cousin to wear black. You know what I'm saying? He activated the Jacob in you. So we had this wedding and my cousin told everybody to wear black. So here's a weird thing. We in this parking lot, right? We all wearing black. And when I got hit, I just remember looking up in this dark-ass parking lot. And the crazy thing was the nigga that hit me is the only nigga that's wearing white. Everybody here's wearing black except the white. So, dog, man, I flew into action mode, dog. I beat this nigga so bad. It was so crazy. The only thing I remember, is just going in on this nigga. Like, bro, nobody hits me. And for good reasons, dog. I have issues like everybody else. But, like, dog, I will beat you to death. And so I just remember just beating this nigga. I remember, like, hitting the nigga. I remember him being on the floor outside in the parking lot, and it's weird because my left hand, I almost like remember caressing this guy's hair. I remember having your hair in one hand, and I'm just punching you in the other one. I'm beating this dude like senselessly in the parking lot. And I remember this because I'm thinking like, yeah, wow. I just got fucking punched outside of a wedding by a fucking rando for trying to steal bottles or trying to take bottles. And mind you, I still think that my cousin was tripping. But it wasn't until after that I found out my cousin wasn't fucking tripping. Like, I found this shit afterwards. I'm like, bruh, I remember asking my cousin, like, why did you let this nigga hit me? He's like, bruh, I'm the one that stopped him. He should have hit me. I don't know why he hit you. And so let's get back to it. The nigga hit me, bruh. He got one hit in, and I got every other hit in. Dog, I remember, I'm just beating this nigga, right? Anybody who knows me knows, bruh, I'm beating this nigga, right? I'm not trying to do any fancy shit, nah, bro. I'm running straight at you I'm just beating you. I'm just beating you up. And while I'm beating this person, I just remember beating him on the floor. I remember as I'm beating him on the floor, I'm taking my time too. Because I'm like, bro, I'm not only beating you for what you did to me right here today, I'm beating you for my whole life. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem with people that got issues. It's like, yo, bro, when they get their hands on you, they're not beating you for what you did today. I'm beating you for everything that's happened to me since I was like 10 years old. I'm beating you for everything that I wished I could do to every single person in the world. Like, this is a scary beating. You know what I'm saying? This is a scary beating because it's like I'm beating you for my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Because I be waiting for somebody like you, and you a stranger, bro. Like you're asking for the worst because you got the nerve to put your hands on somebody that you don't know. This is crazy. I never understood Road rage. To jump out in a car and fight somebody you don't know is crazy to me. That's you choosing death. And we live in Florida, bro. Everything that moves down here has a gun. This is the state is shaped like a gun. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. At this point, after this conversation, I feel like you need me. What do you want for dinner, babe? Yo, this is hilarious. I'll be real. Hollywood, I appreciate the love. Straight up. For real. I'm gonna follow you because you're very funny. But like, bruh, I'm beating this nigga, right? I'm beating this nigga on the floor. He's outside. I'm beating him like crazy. I remember in the middle of this fight, I remember somebody, while I'm hitting this person, somebody hit me in the back of my head. And so I'm like, okay, cool, boom. Somebody just hit me in the back of my head. Mental note, after I get done with this nigga, I'm going to find whoever the fuck was so comfortable hitting me when I didn't see it again. I'm going to beat everybody in this party if I need to. So I'm beating this dude up. I'm just like, bro, I'm going off. I'm like, yeah, this is worth it. This is a good day today. Yo, I'm having a great day right now. I'm beating this dude up in the parking lot, right? And I'm just punching him, like, just ridiculously. I don't know how you punch somebody who's not expecting it and then get beat up. I think that's the craziest thing in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you hit somebody who wasn't expecting it and then you get beat up, which is crazy. Anyway, so I'm beating this nigga up. Somebody hit me, and then another fight happened over there. I was gonna be like, once I beat you up, I'm gonna find out who hit me, and I'm gonna figure that shit out too. But I'm gonna beat you up first. I'm beating this person. I'm like, man, and then another fight happened because apparently, so whoever hit me, the boyfriend of my other cousin saw that and started whooping his ass. So this is a fight. That's a fight over there. And then I think there was some girls fighting over there. Like one of the girls that was involved in the bottle stealing shit. Because again, I thought my cousin was tripping. And it wasn't until after the wedding that we found out those people that my cousin stopped, they were stealing bottles from the wedding. And I was like, bruh, this is crazy. She's so beautiful. Get your man, girl. Hey, turn it up. Let's get it going then. But like, I found out after that they actually were stealing bottles. I thought my cousin was tripping. But like after that, they was like, no, bro. Those people were stealing bottles from the wedding on some bum ass shit. Like, how you come to your friend's wedding and steal alcohol? Like, that's your priority? This is crazy to me. This is crazy. They found bottles in the bushes. Like, people were stealing shit. Again, this is my hood family wedding. Like, this shit's crazy. So I'm beating this nigga, right? Beating him. And it wasn't until my actual cousin started pulling me off of him that I got off him. They ended up pushing me, and I ended up like being on the floor on the other side. And then I ended up like crawling back and saying, nah, I got to beat this nigga to death because nobody hits me, bro. Nobody hits me. You don't hit me and just going about your day. That shit is crazy. You shouldn't hit nobody and going with your day, but specifically me, because I'm going to come for that. And so I'm hitting him. And they finally, like, they ripped me off of him. And they like, yo, my older cousin who's the DJ who I was hanging with before all this other shit, he come out and he's like, yo, take him to his car. And I'm like, yeah, take me to my car. And so they took me to my car, right? And this is where I don't get so proud of the story. They take me to my car. I get to my car. I'm like, take me to my car. I go straight to my car, pop the trunk of my car. Mind you, this fits right back with the beginning of the story. Well, I told you I was walking into this party like John Wick, and I took my pistol out and I put it in the back of the car so I wouldn't have to do this in the middle of the party. And sure enough, some dumb shit did go down. But God is good, I'm telling you. So I end up going to my car like, nah, I'm not done with this shit. Like, I don't like nobody hitting me. And so I go pop the trunk of my car, and now I take my gun out and I'm about to go back and finish the job, right? Which is reasonable. And so I'm like, all right, cool. So I go and I pull my pistol out, and next thing you know, while I'm at my car, there's like 4 people around me. There's a barricade of people around me. And they're like, oh, bro, just relax, chill. I'm like, no, y'all wanted me to come to my car. That was a great idea, right? Now I'm in my car. Now I'm going back over here. And so they're like, nah, just relax. So there's people around me. There's like my cousin who did the stealing. She was in that shit too. My cousin is here. Another girl. And there was a woman in this altercation, right? Girl, he is. You came right on time. I'm telling you, I'm about to read all these comments in a second. I just want to get the story out. There's a woman, right? There's this light-skinned older woman. She came with another cousin of mine who's a lesbian. So I thought that this was the girlfriend of my other cousin. So I'm like, I didn't talk to this lady not one time throughout the party. I don't know who the fuck this is. You know what I'm saying? See, you needed me there with you. Hollywood, you down to scrap? You down to get busy outside? These are questions and the answers. So there's a light-skinned lady in this altercation, right? When I got my pistol out, I'm about to go back to the fight. This light-skinned lady's right here, and I'm just like, people are on me. They starting to like close in on me, and I got my pistol in my hand. I'm like, dog, back up, and I'm screaming. I'm irate at this point. I tell everybody, back up, and everybody back up. And then there's one light-skinned lady. I don't know if this was her plan, or I don't know if this was strategy or what. But when I said back up, and then this lady, and again, I didn't talk to her throughout the whole party, and I thought she came with my cousin who's a lesbian. She did. She did come with my cousin who's a lesbian. I thought she was a lesbian. I thought she was her girlfriend or some shit. She's just right here in the shit for some reason. And I'm like, man, back up. And the lady fucked my head up because she said, I'm sorry, but you just so fine. Like she said, I'm sorry, but you just so damn fine. And when she said that to me, you gotta keep a mental note. Like my eye is bleeding. So for example, you see this scar? I don't know if y'all can see it, but in my eyebrow, it's a split. This was wide open. So my face is bloody. And so my face is bloody, and I just finished punching the nigga like 1,000 times. And y'all got me back to my car just so I get my pistol to go back and do some more damage. And this random lady is in the altercation, and she just standing right next to me, and she fucked my head up because I'm like, back up. She like, I'm sorry, but you just so fine. And I'm like, that stumped me because I was like, I just remember being frozen. I was like, if that was her game plan to like fuck my head up and to get me off of the violence, that was good. That was this this is a wild story like a dream. Man, this story is fucking ridiculous. Like you just so fine. I'm like, this sound like an acid dream, right? This sound like a drug-induced dream. Nah, this is real. And I don't know who the fuck this is. Like this but she looked good. She came with my other cousin, and I've seen her at the beginning of the wedding, and I'm pretty sure my cousin is smashing you. My cousin is a lesbian, you're a lesbian. And so she's standing right here like, I'm sorry, you're just so fine. And I'm like, that stumped me. But then I was like, I snapped out of it. I was like, man, get the fuck off me. And so I'm getting into this shit. Now people are on me, and they grabbing me, and they holding me, and they like, I'm starting to get tired out tussling with these people so I can hurry up and get back to the fight. And I feel myself starting to get tired. So I'm like, damn, man, I got to let a shot off to let these people know I'm not playing and to let them know to get the fuck off me. So when I get one of these shots off, they're going to let me go, right? That's my thought process. When I let this shot off, they're going to let me go. I'm like, no, y'all tiring me out. Y'all can't tire me out before I go back over here and finish this dude up. And so I let a shot off because it's like 5 people holding me. They like holding me. And so I let a shot off. Bam. When I let it off, I'm expecting people to scatter. Nobody moved. So I let the shot off. Bam. Nobody moves. I'm like, what the fuck? This is ridiculous. And then, long story short, they're like, man, just chill. And then my other cousin who was in the initial problem with me, my cousin who was stopping them from taking the bottles, he come and he's like, yo, bro, you gotta chill. You gotta da-da-da. I'm like, whatever, nigga. He's like, no, the police is gonna come. The police is coming. I'm like, fuck them and fuck everything. And like, nah. So I jump in my car because I'm like, these people not gonna let me walk over there. So I jump in my car, like I'm gonna just drive over there. You can't stop me from driving over there. So I jump in my car, and I'm like, yo, cousin, get in the car with me. He said, nah, bro, I can't. I said, dog, get in the fucking car with me. And he ended up jumping in the car with me. And so we pull up to the front of the venue, and we don't see nobody there no more. And I'm like, where's the nigga at? Where is he at now? See, y'all wasting so much of my time over there. And he's like, yo, bro, the police are coming. I'm like, bro, that's bullshit. Police can't get here that fast. I was wrong. Police absolutely could get there that fast. While I'm saying that, police cars are rolling in to the venue. Woo, woo, woo. I'm like, oh, shit. So I take my pistol, hand it to my cousin. He flies out of my passenger seat, and I drive, looking to get to the exit, right? I'm thinking there's a back exit out of this venue, but there isn't. There's only one entrance and one exit. So I end up driving around the venue, driving around back to the front where the police are. They corner me off. They tell me to get out the car. Now I'm out the car, and I'm on the ground, and they got guns drawn on me. They say, yo, put your hands up. And I'm like, oh, Lord, this might end up bad. And then so they end up, and I'm like, damn. It wasn't until the police had their guns drawn on me and I was on the floor. I was like laying in glass. I was on the concrete in the parking lot. And I remember laying on glass. I'm like, there's broken glass here. And the police, they pulled me in the back of the police car and they handcuffed me. The dude walked up on me. He's like, yo, tell me about the gun. Where's the gun at? I said, I don't know about no gun. I don't know what you're talking about. They're like, yo, where's the gun? We found shell casings outside. You want to tell us about the gun in the fight? I said, I don't know nothing about a fight and nothing about a gun. They're like, what happened to your face? I said, well, I was inside. We had a wedding. I was swag surfing, and my cousin slapped me by accident. It wasn't no fight. He's like, nah, we heard there was a fight, and we heard that somebody was shooting. I said, I don't know nothing about that. And so he left. He got tired of me talking shit. He left. Another police officer came back, and I'm in the back of the police car now. Another police officer came back. He's like, hey, what's up, man? Look, you want to tell me about the gun? I said, I don't know anything about a gun. He said, you want to tell me about the shooting? I said, no. He said, look, we found shell casings outside. You want to tell me about it? I said, nah, bro. He said, tell me about the shell casing outside. I said, I don't know nothing about shell casing outside. I mean, we're in a parking lot. I'm pretty sure you're going to find a lot of stuff outside on the ground. Glass, dirt, cigarette butts, bottle caps. I'm sure you're going to find a lot of stuff. I don't know nothing about that. He said, what happened to your face? Your face is all bloody. I said, yeah, man. I was inside. We were swag surfing, and my cousin slapped me by accident. You know, it's a family wedding. I'm family. And he was like, He said, man, what about the shooting? What about this? A lady over there said that she heard gunshots. I said, man, my cousin's a DJ. He been dropping bomb sounds all night. I don't know. And he said he got sick of me too, and he ended up leaving. And then the third guy who came back, the third police officer, and mind you, when I'm sitting in the back of this police car, I'm slowly coming to my senses. I'm like, damn. At this point, going home today would just make it a good night because these motherfuckers don't play. At this point, as long as I get home tonight, I would be having a good day. And so the third guy, he's like, yo, bro, you want to tell me about the shooting and the guns and the fights? I said, I don't know anything about a gun or a shooting or a fight. So what happened to your face? I said, I was in there swag surfing and my cousin slapped me. He said, what happened to the shell case? We found shell cases outside. I said, I bet you're going to find a lot of stuff outside. And he was like, man, where you from, man? And so I started telling him, I'm like, yo, I'm from North Miami Beach. And he's like, oh, okay, I'm from, we talking some Miami shit right now. He's like, yo, I went to Booker T. I said, one of my best friends went to Booker T. Both of them. They was champions on the football team in 2013. He's like, oh, okay. And he's like, who's the coach? I said, I think, I can't remember the name, but I threw a name out. It's like, man, this is the coach. And now he's coaching over there at Care City. And so he was like, oh. He said, hey, bro, you don't sound drunk. I said, I'm not drunk. I'm just tired and I want to go home. He said, bro, do you want me to call an ambulance for you? Because your face is all bust up. I said, nah, bro, I just want to go home. He said, you sure? Because you bleeding like crazy. I said, nah, bro, I just want to go home. He's like, all right, I'm going to see if I get them to get you out this car. So he left. He came back, and they did get me out the car. And then one of these sergeants, I think he walked up, and he was like, yo, how come when we pulled up, you ran? You, drove away? I said, George Floyd. And he was like, what are you talking about? I said, George Floyd. And this is, on the heels of that shit. This is 2022 or something like that, 2021. This is 2021, I think. And I was like, George Floyd. He's like, what you trying to say? I said, bro, George Floyd. Like, I don't want to talk to y'all. I don't even want to look at y'all. Y'all killing us for fun, and y'all killing us on TV. That's why I wanted to get away from y'all. I don't even want to be here now. And he was like, bro, but why did you run? I said, George Floyd. And I just kept saying George Floyd, and he got sick of me. He was like, man, whatever, bro. Yeah, get out of here. And so I'm like, all right, whatever. They went, they gave me my keys, and I left. I told my cousin to meet me at a Winn-Dixie way far from here, and he met me up. My cousin is so on point, right? My cousin who was protecting the bottle from the start, he's so on point. This nigga not only had time, he had time to talk to the police on my behalf. He also had time to pick up the shell casing from the pistol that got left. He also had time to he had my clothes. He had my my pistol. He had all my possessions. He had my jacket because my suit jacket ripped off me. He had my jacket. He had time to talk to the police on my behalf, and then he left. When he left, I was like, damn, why did he leave me? After I found out, he had all my shit. And he was so on point. He had time to do all that shit and pick up the shell casing. He had the shell casing of the one shot that I let off so the people get off of me. He had the shell casing and he gave it to me. And I still have that shell casing, which is crazy. I'm like, yo, my cousin is on point. And at that point, he was like, I heard his sister talking on the phone. She's like, how this nigga hit you like that and then get his ass whooped? How that's crazy. How does someone hit you when you're not looking and then get beat up? I said, just like that. Just like that. You hit the wrong motherfucker. Why you hitting me, bro? I don't got no problem with nobody. I wasn't even supposed to come to this wild-ass fucking wedding with y'all. But at the same time, he ended up telling me, that's when he ended up telling me, the plot got thicker than what I thought it was. He ended up telling me that, oh, my sister's wallet was missing and she think it was my cousin. And that story we didn't find out who really stole the wallet till the morning. But when I'm like, yo, bro, what the fuck happened with this fight, bro? I just had to whoop this nigga's ass, and he just fucking hit me out of nowhere because of this stupid shit with the bottles. And my cousin let me know, yo, bro, they were stealing bottles from the wedding. I was right. I was like, okay, I thought you was tripping. But fuck it. I said, why the fuck the nigga hit me? What I did to this nigga? And he's like, yo, bro, I'm going to be real with you. So do you remember in the beginning of the wedding when they came and they asked you to walk people out? You walked out 2 of our family members, and then you walked out a girl that you didn't know? I was like, yeah. Because y'all asked me to walk some random bitch out. Yeah, I remember that. And he was like, yo, that girl that you walked out is the girlfriend of this guy that you ended up fighting in the middle of the night. I'm like, bruh, are you fucking serious? He's like, yeah, bruh. Apparently this nigga had animosity with you the whole time at the wedding because you walked this girl out. I'm like, then why the fuck y'all asked me to walk his girl out? I don't know none of these people. I didn't know who this person was. Why did you ask me to do this if she had a boyfriend in the party? I don't understand. And it just ended up getting ridiculous. So apparently the dude had more problems with me than I even thought. You know what I'm saying? He's like, nah, apparently when you first came to the wedding, she made a slick comment about you. And then later on, you ended up walking her out in the wedding. So I'm thinking that his stupid girlfriend was the one that was coordinating all this stupid shit to have me walk her out. But man, whatever it was, I'm like, how the bitch got a boyfriend here and then y'all want me to walk her out? This is crazy. Oh, thank you. Oh, she said so. Appreciate you. And so, yeah, I say that to say, like, this is one of the craziest nights. And then, like, they end up telling me, like, yeah, so that dude that you fought was the boyfriend of the girl that you walked out in the wedding. I'm like, then why did y'all ask me to walk her out? I didn't ask for that. I was dog. I wasn't even supposed to. I was barely wanting to come to this shit. And then when I did say I was going to come, I just wanted to be a bystander. But y'all started asking me for favors. And they're like, yeah, it's our fault. My bad. I'm sorry. I didn't know it was going to happen. My bad. I had to call my other cousin who was actually the one getting married to make sure she was good and make sure she didn't think I was outside just fucking with people and doing crazy shit at her wedding. I'm like, yo, do you understand what happened? She said, I was right there. I saw the dude hit you, and I saw you activate on his ass, and then I saw you about to kill him with the gun. And she said, I'm not really into like gun violence, but I will say, when you let that one shot off, it stopped all the fight. Because it was like 5 fights happening in the outside of my wedding. So when you let that one gunshot off, everybody scattered. Everybody was like, oh, shit getting real. And everybody just went home. So, yeah, all's well that ends well. And I'm like, fuck that. And then the next day, I had to go to the hospital to get stitches on my eyebrow. You see this? Like, you probably can't see it because it healed up pretty nicely, and I'm very proud of that healing. But, bro, this shit was split open. I had to call my sister that's a nurse. I'm like, yo, is this going to close on itself? Because it was like this wide. I'm like, is this going to close? She's like, nah, for something like that, you need stitches. So I had to go to Mercy Hospital and get stitches. And this shit was crazy. And then this shit was just ridiculous. It's just all unnecessary. But I said it to say God is good because there was a thought that came into my mind, right before I was getting to the wedding that was like, let me take my pistol out and put it in my car. The craziness of life is that, bruh, in a different scenario, if I didn't stop before I walked inside of this wedding to put my pistol in the car and some random nigga hit me in my face, bruh, I wouldn't have fought you. I would have just pulled a pistol out and I would have just executed you. That's what they train you to do. They like, yo, if you pull this out, you got to use it. And I hope, like, that's what they train you to do. So I'm like, bruh, this is crazy. So one, it was a good thing that like I had that thought to like leave the pistol in the car. But the second thing was like, even when I went back to go get my pistol, I remember thinking to myself, yo, I'm getting this pistol. I'm about to go back and I don't know what I'm going to do specifically. But I remember when I went back after the fight to get my pistol from the car, I remember thinking to myself, I hope somebody stops me. It's crazy because I don't got no intention of hurting nobody, really. I didn't come in with this crazy ass, stupid ass intention. But I remember thinking to myself when I was going to go get the pistol, I'm like, I hope somebody stops me. I remember thinking that, like, I hope somebody stops me because I'm not going to stop myself. And I know I'm not going to stop myself, but I hope somebody else stops me. And they did, But, yeah, that's the crazy story. I got 29 missed messages. This is a wild story like a dream. I'm telling you. My bad. I missed a bunch of messages. Let me see. Matchmaker. See, I'm only fighting if you losing. We don't take L's home. That's hilarious, Hollywood. That's really funny. Period. She said no L's. Straight up. Hollywood. She didn't lie. That's crazy. All right. How tall are you? I'm 6'1", Hollywood. Mushrooms. Crazy. Beauty. Now, your bullet sound effect is cute, but it was not scary at all. That's why they didn't move. Yo, for real. I guess so. Yeah. The guns will give you 20 to life. I promise. Tell me you didn't get arrested. I was close to getting arrested. Love them answers. Not in Florida. These answers are... I just moved to Florida. Florida's wild. Get ready for it. Do you feel like you live is a good way to vent as well? Honestly speaking, this story is like 4 years old. It's going to be 4 years old. So yeah, honestly, I do feel like it's a good way to vent. Because sometimes when you can share these thoughts that you got with people that are like sane and like-minded, it'll help you organize it. If you talk to people that don't understand what you got going on, I told this story to one of my friends, and after that, he calls me worried now all the time. He's like, yo, bro, I just want to make sure you're safe. I'm like, bro, I'm not somebody who's in the streets. I promise you, I'm not out here doing crazy stuff. That was just something that happened at a wedding I shouldn't have been at. That was just some weird, stupid shit. And all's well that ends well, I guess. But yeah, I feel like it's a good way to vent because he tried my daddy. Oh, snap. It's always the nice ones you got to be careful with. Around and found out that day. I promise you, man. That was a weird day. Not the nighttime, twin. The nighttime. Oh, she said so. I'm telling you. That gift was so cute. Man, I missed a lot of it going into that crazy story. I'm sorry. Appreciate all the gifts. Oh, she said so. These sound effects take me out every time. Same. It's wild. I got the same scare, but I ran into some. Wow, okay. He looked like Mendeecees. I don't know what that is. Which sister is the nurse? 1, 2, or 3? 1 car, 2 stolen money. You didn't give us a story on the third one. My third one is the one that when she love you like emotionally. She's like, oh, I love you so much. And they be like, oh shit. My third one's cause she kind of like a hippie. And she's like, when she love you, it kind of get abrasive. It kind of get cringeworthy. I'm like, oh, we getting deep. I love you too, sis. No, but like, I really love you. I'm so happy you're my brother. I'm like, oh my God. My third sister, she's the most emotional of all of us. She's the youngest. True, I'm telling you. Can you say happy birthday to Bay Nika? I don't know what that is. Benika. Happy birthday, Benika. Oh, I can't spell. I meant scar. That's why I got the same scar, but I ran into some. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. How do I pronounce your name? Archelia? Arkelia? I'm glad you are not my brother. LOL. Okay, I'm glad I'm not your brother either, for sure. Hey, if you're not already following me, make sure to follow me. Tap the screen, share the live, and let's turn it up. This is a random live occurrence. I'm seeing if it worked for streaming on all these other platforms, and I think it did. I don't know, but I'm gonna figure this out at some point. I'm gonna get it popping. But yeah, man, I hope y'all enjoyed the story. This is crazy. The third sister. Yeah, that's my third sister. She's the youngest out of everybody. She's the most different out of all of us too, because she was essentially raised separately. Like, she was raised after my parents stopped beating us, so she got very little beatings. You know, our parents had a long time beating us, so by the time she came around, she didn't get no beatings. So she grew up a little different. I'm telling you, Hollywood, you're hilarious. Sheila, okay, Sheila. That's how I pronounce it. Okay, cool. Sheila. Yeah, Sheila. Okay, cool. Appreciate it. LOL. When you get it, you're gonna fall out. LOL. When I get it, I'm gonna fall out. When I get it, what am I getting? Am I getting the joke or am I getting something else? It was very entertaining. I like story times, honestly. Shea, like shea butter. Oh, Shayla. Shayla. Okay, Shayla. Okay, cool. I got it. Michigan say what's poppin'. What's up? Samantha Boyd. Welcome. Welcome to the live. Yeah, man, those are some weird days. So that was one strange ass wedding. You know what I'm saying? There you go. Shayla. Got you. Yeah, I got you now. But like, that was a strange ass day, I'll be honest. Like, fist fights and weddings and shootouts and then stealing credit cards and then cousins acting up. But I'll tell you, bruh, all of that shit could have been avoided if I just didn't go to that wedding. And I knew that, bruh. I knew that. They invite me to like Super Bowl days and game nights, and I don't be going. I don't be going over there, I promise. I don't be going because I'm like, bruh, anything can happen with y'all, and I know that. Like, y'all be letting anything happen. So I just gotta not go, and now I know better. I don't be going to nothing that they invite me to no more. And they know that. Now they know not to invite me. They're like, all right, cool. You invite me to a wedding, a place for love. And I end up in a fist fight with a random nigga I ain't never met in my life. And he happened to be, it felt like a conspiracy at the end of this shit. Like the bride's best friend asked me to walk a random girl out, and she ended up having a boyfriend that got animosity, and then that boyfriend ended up stealing bottles with a girl, and then my cousin see him, and then he ended up saying something slick to my cousin, so I gotta say something to him, and then he come out already ready to fight me because of his own fucking emotions, and then he get his ass whooped, and then he almost get, shot up, and then I gotta deal with all these crazy ass emotions by the end of the night. You know what I'm saying? I got a bust eyebrow and an attitude. Like, what's going on up in here, man? I can't come back to y'all wedding, bro. Nobody wants to come over here, bro. I'm not going to another one, I promise. I promise I'm not going to another wedding. Not on that side of the family. I promise I'm not. Yo, y'all make sure to keep tapping the screen, keep sharing the live. Appreciate y'all. If y'all not already following me, follow me. I see we got more than 100 people up in here. Y'all make sure to follow me if you're not following me. My name is King Hoodie. I make music. I'm a recording artist from Miami-Dade County, Florida. I know I got the Hustle and Flow tank top and do-rag on right now, but I promise I ain't making like trap music. It's good music. You should definitely go check it out. It's lyrical. It's cool. I promise you're going to like it out. You know what I'm saying? Art Face, what up? We at 111 people, my favorite number. Oh, 111. Oh, you on the numbers too, huh, Beauty? Yo, them numbers is real. 333-222-444. I heard you only see them when you in alignment. You know what I'm saying? I heard you only see the numbers when you're in alignment. So, yeah. Y'all make sure to keep tapping the screen. Y'all make sure to keep sharing the live. Y'all follow me. Y'all help me reach this live goal up here. I'm training myself to say these things on command, so I know to make sure that I'm, checking on my checks and balances. And y'all make sure to hit this heart up here. The heart that says 19, y'all help me get it to like 20 or something. I've been seeing that for 4 years straight. For real, that's intense. That's a lot. My homegirl was the first person I ever seen like start saying something about seeing numbers a lot. And I was always like, I don't know, bro. Like, I was avoiding it. Like, she kept seeing the number 16 a lot. I was 16, 16, 16. And I'm like, whatever, bro. Get over yourself. No one cares. But once she started seeing numbers, then I started seeing numbers. My numbers started being like triplets, 333, 111, 222, 444. And I'm like, oh, this shit crazy. But I heard it's when you in alignment. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Yup, got to continue to say that. Especially if I start talking to someone and I don't see it, I end it immediately. Oh, for real? That's hilarious. That's really funny. So if you're talking to somebody and you don't see none of them numbers, you like, I got to go. Hashigata, singer, songwriter. What's up, Hashigata? Let's see. Zay, how do I pronounce his name? Xaviera. Welcome to the live. Diamond Cash, thank you for the follow. Laura, where you from? I'm from Miami. Born and raised in Miami-Dade County, Florida. I'm Haitian and Puerto Rican. I'm 30 years old. I like long walks on the beach. I like long walks on the beach, good lives, and good conversations in the lives. I do actually like long walks in the beach. Well, maybe not that long. I run to the beach. The beach is 4 miles from my crib, so sometimes if I want to go for a run, I'll just like run straight to the beach. Yes, mines are 9/11 and 1/11. 9/11, that's intense. Let me see. Okay. Beauty, I be out of there. That's crazy. Xaviera. Okay, hold up. Did I say it right? Xaviera? Or is it Xaviera? I was going to say Xavier, but Xaviera. Am I saying it right? Okay. Xaviera. This name sounds like an X-Men name. Xaviera. What's your favorite song right now? My favorite song right now is Glass. Glass by Me. That's my favorite song. So King Hoodie Glass on all streaming sites. Go and listen to it. That's my favorite song. If it wasn't me, I'll be real. This is like not even a shameless plug. Glass was a shameless plug. But the other song that I've been listening to like crazy is Fly Me to the Moon. Fly Me to the Moon, the Bobby Womack version. And there's a song called Greatest Gift by Georgia Smith. And I keep jamming that shit like nobody's business, man. Like that Georgia Smith song, Greatest Gift, I keep jamming it because it's like, it's so beautiful, man. To hear a woman say that stuff to you is beautiful, man. Like my woman say this stuff to me, it's like, oh, I'm keeping you forever. Because she's pretty much just talking about keeping somebody in their greatness. Like your love is amazing. You know, like I'm gonna keep you in your purpose. I'm gonna keep you I'm gonna keep you where you're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And I thought that's so beautiful. It's not, I bit my tongue. It's not a love song about how much you love me and what you're doing for me and how you gonna show it for me. It's like, I love you so much, I want to keep you in your purpose. I love you so much, I want to make sure that you stay in your grace. Like, it's a beautiful song, bro. And that's one song I've been jamming to for like a month. If it ain't that Bobby Womack song, it's this Georgia Smith song. She like, I'll play a little bit of it right now because the song is just good. If my shit start working. Let me see. Xaviera. Hold on, let me see. Yes, okay, cool, I got it. Xaviera, got it. Arshayla, Xaviera. I'm learning some names today. What's your real name? My full government name, if I pronounce it in my Haitian accent, is Jean-Aimé Jean-Philippe. Jean-Aimé Jean-Philippe. The French way, Jean-Aimé Jean-Philippe, which translates, if you're white and you're American, Jean Raymond Jean Philip, which translates even deeper. If you're somebody who wants to like make it smaller, just Ray. My name is Raymond, so Ray. I'm gonna listen to it. Please do. You skipped my question. Just being Mimi, I'm sorry. What was your question? Let me see. Oh, where did you get your sound box? What's a sound box? You talking about this with the sound effects? Talking about that? Or you talking about my voice box? I love Glass by her. Ah, okay. I never heard Glass by her, but I like her. She's a dope ass artist, man. I think she's dope. I didn't like her in the beginning because she kept wearing the shades and shit. I'm like, is she bougie and trying not to be bougie? But she bougie for real. But now I realize, like, nah, I like her as an artist. She's cool. Let me see. What's your favorite lyric? These are some beautiful questions. What's your favorite lyric you've ever written? My favorite lyric that I ever wrote is coming off of my new song. It's called Turn the Lights Out in America. And there's a section in there where I start talking about women. So it's like, I'll give you out a whole verse real quick. It's a quick verse. It goes, there is a feeling of being free that some people just can't believe. I ain't talking about what we see or what's pushed to us on TV. Free, really open to move and do as you please. I know one day we'll be gone, but just call me before you leave. I plant my feet in the soil just like a seed. Whole planets asleep, but my homie can't catch a Z before. Lady Liberty come step on his dreams. From that time and place on Time Magazine, things are not what they seem. We come apart at the seams. Please don't think you can't love me because my shirt isn't clean. And if you look at my life, you see I haven't a thing, but till the rivers run dry, I'll give it all for my team. So tell me what do you mean? When people judge me and look at me like a freak, I won't hesitate to tell you I'm king. I come with all that it brings. You can count on it, counting revenue streams. Why they tell a sound story on screens? I don't need you to talk for me, homie. Do it for small girls. And if you got love for these women, have it for all girls. Do it for the short, thick, skinny, and tall girls. And when they're not around, don't change the name that you call girls. Because you know the rich keep getting richer, the poor can't make a sound. The buildings keep getting bigger and further off from the ground. So Miss America start tearing them down. I wrote this song, bet she's loving me now. And let the chorus sing. So that little cadence that I did with the girls, every time I perform that song live, women go crazy for that. I'll be like, I don't need you to talk for me, homie. Do it for small girls. If you got love for these women, have it for all girls. Do it for the short, thick, skinny, and tall girls. And when they're not around, don't change the name that you call girls. That's one of my favorite bars that I ever wrote because I feel like every time I perform it, people, the way they respond to that, just be like, woof. Niggas respond to that shit like, woof. That was well put together. That's my favorite one. Thanks. Play it. All right, hold up. Hola. One and only Baylor. Oh, you're so handsome, like damn. Thank you, I appreciate that. That really is good for my self-esteem. I'll be honest. I mean, I feel like being handsome isn't something that you could change, but being a good person, you could change. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know if you could take being handsome as a compliment. You feel me? Because I didn't make the face. I'm maintaining it. I think I'm maintaining it pretty well. I ain't make it. So I accept this award on behalf of my creator. Thank you, God, for hooking it up. Appreciate you. Zaviera, thank you for the follow. Just being Mimi, yes. Oh, you mean the machine, the sound effects. That's coming from the app. In the bottom of my screen, it's like a little bar that allows me to hit these buttons that comes with sound effects. I don't even know what all of them are. They got some more sound effects. I never use it. What does this one do? Oh, that's a wow sound effect. A heartbeat. A boing. A kiss. Laughter. Claps. And then cheers. Yeah, this is my favorite sound effect. Yes, it comes in the app. Your wordplay fire. Thank you. I appreciate that. Period. Have it for all girls. That's what I'm saying. If you got love for these women, have it for all girls. Do it for the short, thick, skinny, and tall girls. And when they're not around, don't change the name that you call girls. It's like, that's a slick bar for us, because you be calling, oh yeah, you know, women, da-da-da. But then when you get around your homies, man, these hoes ain't shit. These hoes ain't loyal. Like, nah. When they not around, don't change the name that you call girls. That will mean a lot. Tierra, nice. Thank you. That bar is fire. Thank you, beauty. Appreciate it. My daddy is so talented. Woof. Hollywood talking to me good in here. Y'all see me getting talked up by Hollywood? There's some real stuff in here. This is real. I'll send a cheer for that. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, just being Mimi. Appreciate y'all, man. Again, this is a super impromptu live. I wasn't even supposed to be on right now. Our Shayla joined again. Xavier was asking some dope questions. I don't know if she's still in here, but those are some awesome questions. You're welcome. Absolutely. Give her the kiss sound effect too. There you go. It's kind of quick. Okay. It's kind of quick. Citera Linnell, thank you for the follow. Oh, thank you for sharing. Yeah. Nah, man, super impromptu live. We're not even supposed to be on here at all. I hope that was for me. Yeah, that was for you. Yup. I appreciate y'all tapping into the live. Y'all make sure to keep tapping the screen, keep sharing the live, and appreciate y'all for following. If y'all not already following me, follow me, because we going live in the morning at 10 a.m. So I'm probably going to jump off right now. But I hope y'all got time in the morning to come and kick it with me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got time to come and kick it at 10 a.m.? Because that's what we're going to be doing, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Because we're on the East Coast. How long have you been making music? I've been writing since 2011. And I've been releasing music since 2014. So this year actually makes 10 years that I've been putting out music, which is like kind of awesome. So at some point, I'm going to do like a 10-year anniversary thing of like, yo, you know, the kid been out here. I got a concert March 3rd, and we releasing Turn Lights Out America February 29th. And I think we have a virtual listening party February 29th. And I think I might actually have a performance that night too. But the next couple of days, weeks, and months is going to be really like interesting. You know what I'm saying? So I'll see. Beauty, you got to come through the live in the morning. Come on, yo. You know we need your energy. You know we need that. We need it. We need it. You find out what you want to eat. Daddy is getting late. Have to make sure. Yeah, I know what I want to eat. I want to eat some fish. I'm about to actually go make me some fish right now. I think I've definitely been on this too long. I definitely got to pop out. I don't know if I'm doing this properly. I got to figure this out. But the second I do, it's on and popping. Yeah, I definitely got to figure this out. Appreciate you, Hollywood. Hollywood making sure I ate. Well, call me when you get off. You see? Hollywood making sure I ate. That's what's up. So that's a real woman. I appreciate that, man. In all seriousness, though, man, like I just got out of this 11-year relationship, and I honestly don't know what my dating life is gonna look like at all in the next coming days, weeks, and months. Like, I'm kind of not excited to get involved in any kind of relationship, man. I feel like, I don't know. I guess I just gotta wait. I gotta wait and see how everything plays out in terms of life and energy and frequency and stuff like that. But I'm not in a rush. I know some motherfuckers be like, as soon as they get a chance to slide out and go do something, they're gonna slide out and do something. I'm not enthused about none of that shit. I'm really like, I'm not interested in lame interactions with people, man. Like it's easy to have a bullshit, superficial relationship, man. But like you come across something that's raw and that's cool and that's dope. That's what you want. You know what I'm saying? It's been like 7 months now. Oh, now hold up. Really? I just got out of a 12-year relationship. It's been like 7 months now. Wow. 12 years is the truth. That's a long time. Yeah, take your time. Nah, yeah. That's a long time. How you dealing with it? How you coping with it? How you coping with being out of that long relationship? Because that's a large part of your life. 12 years? That's nothing to scoff at. I know, because I was going into 12 years. This year would have made 12 years. But yeah, man, it's for me it's weird. I'm not excited to like get into the streets and try to like kick up relationships with anybody, because it's like, man, what's the point? What's the point of this shit? You can hang out with anybody you want. You could do any of this superficial physical shit, but like, what's the point? What's the purpose? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I was spoiled because I had some like cool shit. You know what I'm saying? I was joking at first, but we can talk about it later. Yeah, nah, I'm not. I don't mean it to like talk about this. Like, we could definitely keep this light for sure. And apologies for making it heavy, but that has been something that's on my mind since the relationship came to an end. It has been on my mind. Like, yo, what the fuck am I gonna do now? Like, what comes next? What do you do? You feel me? Because I'll be honest, bro. It kind of feels like I kind of feel like a failure. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you? I haven't even told people. Y'all really the only people that I've told. I haven't told like some of my closest friends. I haven't told them. I haven't told a bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? I haven't done a lot. So I don't know. But that's one of them things that I'm not in a rush to talk to nobody, bro. So I'm gonna chill and I'm gonna do my thing and I'm gonna just talk to God for a long time. I'm gonna talk to God I'm gonna talk to God till I can't be alone anymore, whatever. I'm not in a rush to do anything with anybody, bro, because I don't know. Like, the relationship I had was a real relationship. It wasn't no like bullshit. It wasn't no like, oh, I seen you outside and I wanted to smash, and then we be smashed for a long time. It's like, nah, I had real expectations for that relationship. I thought I was gonna marry you. I thought I was gonna marry you. I thought I was gonna have a life, children, kids. But some of this shit I just can't deal with. And I'll be honest, and I've been telling you about this shit for a while. And I'm not perfect. I'm willing to work on myself, but I've been telling you about this shit. And this shit is getting to the point where it's like, nah, man. And I don't do this. Like, I'm not one of them break up to make up people. Like, I don't want to be with you. And then next week we back together. But I don't want to be with you. And then nah. If I say I don't want to be with you and we're not together, we're not together. It's gonna take a long time for me to say that. And when I do say it, you just understand I mean that shit. That's not meaning like, oh, we can't get back together in the future, but we're gonna have to be different people if that shit ever to come around. Because I'm not getting back with whatever this is right now. This shit is crazy, and I know it because God is talking to me and God let me know what it is. Like, I can't be in an environment that's toxic, and I can't be in an environment that's not conducive to growth. It's not. If you're not letting me grow, bro, what the fuck can we do? If you're trying to keep me as who I was 12 years ago, oh, I miss the you that used to take me on dates like this. And we used to do this together. Like, this you talking about is sitting in front of a TV with junk food and shit. Like, nah, I got goals that I want to reach. Yeah, I'm not the same person I was 10 years ago. I don't want to do that shit no more. I want to do this. If you could do this with me, then we going. If you could, do this, then we up. If you can't do it, then I understand. But I got to go and do this. So it's probably weird. It's probably a lot. But yeah, that's what it is. I know I'm going to figure it out. I just don't know when. Because I'm a lover, bro. I be loving love. I love to, like, hang out and lay up, and I love it. And I love women. Like, women are my thing, bro. Even since when I was a very small baby. I remember having my first girlfriend. I had my first girlfriend when I was 2 years old. This is like some cute, stupid shit. But I remember having a girlfriend when I was in diapers. So I was a baby. I must have been 2 years old. And then my mom's friend, who was our next door neighbor, she must have been 2 years old too. Because I remember we was babies. And like when you see two little babies, you get like, oh, look, they boyfriend and girlfriend. So my mama told me this was my girlfriend from the jump. And her name was Atri. Atri, and it's a Spanish name, but like in English, it translates to Astrid. Astrid, like Astrid. And so I'm like, oh, and I remember being a baby in diapers, like, oh, that's my girl? Okay, cool. I could work with that. Atri. And I remember being a child. I had to be in diapers because she was in diapers. We were both in diapers. But I remember having a girlfriend then, and I remember every year of my life, like, there was always a girl in school that I liked. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes the girl that I liked in school liked me back, and sometimes they didn't like me back. And the ones where they didn't like you back, you learn a lesson quickly. You're like, oh shit. I don't know. I gotta get better looking or something. I gotta get cooler or smarter, faster, stronger, bigger, better, faster, stronger. I gotta do something because I gotta find a way to make this girl like me too. Because I like her. You know what I'm saying? Who doesn't love love? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy shit. Do you feel like a failure? I might reconnect. Y'all probably just need this break. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Last year we did a break, and the break was 6 months long. And so we really was only talking for the last year for like 4 months as a whole. But I don't know. I understand. I'm telling you, shit crazy. Yeah, man. I remember being small, and I had me a chick when I was small. I had to be in diapers, and she was in diapers, and it was lit. I was like, yeah, that's me right there. That's me. In diapers. And so for as long as I can remember, it's just something, I don't know, bro. I don't understand people who are not attracted to women. Like, I don't get it. I understand that it's a thing, because it is. It's some people's truth. But, like, women are bomb, yo. It's a certain kind of feminine energy that just makes you feel good, bro. It's a certain kind of energy that only women have. Like, only women can do this thing. Like, you can't convince me otherwise. You could try to do everything you want in the world, but like, nah, like a real woman, there's certain things, bro, that like only women can do. Y'all just got a vibe about y'all. Something about feminine energy that's like, it's intoxicating. And it makes niggas crazy. Like, niggas do crazy shit for women. A lot of niggas are in jail. A lot of people fight, get into beef, spend all their money. Like, women really run the world, But it's like a subtle running the world. And it's controlling. It controls everything, bro. It's very interesting. It's very interesting the power that y'all have. Do you watch the originals? Nah, I don't watch the originals. I don't even know. I don't think I know what that is. Is it a movie? Is it a show? But yeah, man, like, women, dog. Women are just the bee's knees. It's just feminine energy, bro. Like, man, I fuck around and caught myself watching Bridgerton the other day. You ever seen Bridgerton? I was just in a mood. I'm like, yo, I'm in the mood to love. I'm just watching this shit. I'm like, woo. Bridgerton go hard. Is the Duke gonna give it to Daphne Bridgerton or nah? What's about to happen up in here? I caught myself watching Bridgerton the other day, and I watched that shit a lot on Blood and Stuff. What? I heard of it on Blood and Stuff. What does that mean? On Blood and Stuff. Nah, yeah, I caught myself watching Bridgerton the other day. I just wanted to see them fall in love. I like it. I be liking that shit. I will go on YouTube and just look up love scenes. I fuck around and saw The Notebook the other day too. I guess I'm in my feelings. I think I'm in my feelings. Now I'm saying it out loud. I saw The Notebook the other day too. I watched The Notebook years ago and I had no interest in watching that damn movie. But then when I did see it, I was like, oh, tear jerker. That's a tear jerker. TikTok filter my comment again. It's a vampire TV show. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Nah, the originals. Nah, I don't. Is it good? If it's good, I might check it out. But yeah, I really don't watch TV shows. You know, if I can help it, because TV shows be taking too long to get to the point. I'd be like, man, I don't got 10 seasons to give you. I can't give you 10 seasons of my life for you to get to the Breaking Bad point. Like, nigga, let's get it popping. I don't have all this luxury time. Like, get to the point. That's why I really like watching movies. Because movies, they be getting to the point in an hour and a half. TV shows, they be keeping you there for 10 hours. Like, if you watch 10 episodes of some shit that's an hour a piece, I had to give you 10 hours to get to this shit. But yeah, it's really good. I love Elijah. He's all about love, but that damn Klaus, he hot-headed. Damn, okay, these sound like these niggas got a war going on. It's some kind of beef. All right, I'll watch it. I'll check it out. The originals, I'll check it out. I'll tap into that. The originals with Klaus and Elijah. All right, cool. Shit, my dog, it sound like some Twilight shit. Them niggas beefing over the same chick. You gotta watch it. Yeah, if them niggas beefing over the same chick, it sound like some Twilight shit. That Twilight shit was... Nah, I was gonna say it was good, but I'm realizing now I didn't really like Twilight. I remember looking at that shit like, what the fuck going on with these vampires? This vampire nigga, I don't even know why it's a debate. They was debating on whether Jacob was that nigga or where he was that nigga. I was like, man, this chick should go be with Jacob. I mean, because this vampire nigga look weird, bro. This nigga's pale. He got a big forehead. Like, this is weird. How's this even a competition? This is some white people. These are white people images. I don't know. This shit looks strange. This is strange. It's like Twilight. I guarantee it's like Twilight. Yeah. Nah, I couldn't get into Twilight. I attempted. I couldn't watch that shit. I was like, man, this shit weak. And this Bella bitch making all the wrong decisions. I can't go for this. Can't go for it. I love, but that love felt weird. That ain't feel like love. That felt like white obsession. And I ain't with no white obsession. I'm sorry. It's the black male in me that can't handle no white obsession right now. Sorry. You look like Jacob, though. I know. I put a video on my page talking about that shit. When I straighten my hair, I look just like that Jacob nigga. That's what I'm saying. So Jacob should have won that fight. That vampire nigga was for the scrubs. I ain't get it. It's crazy. I'm telling you. Nah, I can't handle that white obsession. That's what Twilight felt like. To me, it didn't feel like no love. It felt like, what's up with this white plight? I don't want to see this shit. First off, you're a vampire. You're supposed to burst into flames when you in the sunlight. Wait, really? I'm going to go watch it, LOL. What, Twilight? You never see Twilight? Yeah, that shit is for the birds. That shit for the birds. I couldn't get into it. I'm like, that shit don't feel like love. That shit feel weird. You know, white girl, white boy. And they're not even just like regular white. They're really white because they got to be pale for the movie. She's really pale. He's really pale. I'm like, y'all niggas need some sunlight. What is this? And then it don't feel like love. It feel like obsession. It feel like weird obsession. It's like a whole bunch of obsessed people being obsessed. The glitter is what got me. He was sparkling in the sunlight. Nah, nigga, you can't turn into a rhinestone when you feel like it. That's not vampire logic. I don't know what that is. So, no, I don't approve of this message. I don't like it. But, yeah, I'm about to jump off the live real quick. Or I'm gonna jump off the live, but I'll be back on in 12 hours. I'll be back on in 12 hours. We can have more of this conversation. Beauty, have a great night. I'm going to see you later. No, yeah. I'm jumping off right now because I got to eat dinner, and I haven't ate dinner yet. Beauty, just being Mimi, Hollywood, Alley Girl, Zay and Mommy, Lana B. Appreciate y'all for all being up in the live. If you're not already following me, follow me. And tap in with me tomorrow at 10 a.m. You about to go live again and have a better conversation. Good night. Good night, Beauty. Have a good night. I'm going to see y'all later. B. Jordan. Yo, what's up, B. Jordan? Hey, I'm just jumping off right now, so I'm going to catch y'all later, man. If you're not already following me, follow me. If you're not already tapped in, tap in with the kid. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Just being beamy. Good night. Good night, y'all. Y'all have a good night. B Jordan, I'm going to holler at you, bro. Peace. Y'all have a great night. All right? Hollywood, peace.